Hello and welcome to the Games Done Quick Hotfix, and welcome to Out of the Box, the show that believes that if you can watch it, you can run it. My name is T-Tree, and tonight's shows kind of have two different themes. On the one hand, both Satan herself and myself like doing sneak previews for upcoming events. So tonight's Out of the Box is going to be previewing runs that may appear. In this case, some are on backup and some are on schedule for Black and a Flash's Speeding Through the Holidays. And later on, you'll see some selections from the Frost Fatale's submissions pool on Creature Corner. But this is also kind of an episode of fast travel in that none of our runners this evening are from the land of Games Done Quick. So first off tonight for you, we have a legendary run from across an ocean from the Netherlands. It's Shin Dark Shadow with an any % run of Rayman Legends. Let's get it started.
My name is Shin Dark Shadow, but you can call me Shin. I'm gonna do Rayman Legends any %, which it entails basically I have to get a certain amount of TNCs to unlock the final level, beat the final boss, and that's it.
Simple as that.
Yeah, it's as easy as that. So I'll start and I'll count down before the timer actually starts, because we're gonna have a little cutscene beforehand, which.
Oh yeah, the tone setting and the atmosphere of these games is genuinely just unparalleled. Like everything that was made with this engine, the Ubi Art engine, had a very special look and feel to it.
Yeah.
That I think aged so gracefully.
Yeah, because I think this game is like from 2013.
Correct.
Around 2012, 2013, yeah. So, and it's still like, it still holds up. All right, so here's where it starts. I'll count down and then we can begin. 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, good luck and have fun.
Thank you. So first off, we'll be switching characters because
Glowbox time.
Yeah, there's a specific use for Glowbox later on in the run, which I'll explain as we get to there.
Yeah, if you want to talk about the general idea, platformer, collectathon after a fashion, though we won't necessarily be doing all of that today. Yeah, of course.
I wanted to talk about how I got into speedrunning as well. Yeah. And so basically, I used to... Oh no.
No worries.
Basically, I used to... Yeah, it's fine. Basically, I used to do individual levels for Sonic Origins, which I really enjoyed, but I didn't have a PC back then, so I didn't do full game runs. And then at some point, one of my friends challenged me to a race in Crash 4, which is where everything started. And as you can probably tell, this is a platformer. Crash 4 is a platformer, so I'm a big platformer fan. I've been since I was young.
Sure. Yeah, I saw your description of your channel is talking about Platinum Relics, talking about Pizza Tower P ranks. Certainly a gamer after my own heart.
Yeah, Pizza Tower is also great. That's one of the games that I do want to run at some point, if possible. Well, I mean, it is possible, but like...
Yeah. It's funny. It was one of the most recent games I was obsessed with when I pitched the idea for this show. And I'm like, the worst part is I'll never get to have Pizza Tower on the show because to optimize Pizza Tower, you have to do a bunch of arbitrary controller binding.
Yeah, it is. It's insane. Like,
it's quite unusual, inputs. Yes.
Like, I probably just... I mean, that's also the thing with speedruns. Like, that's why I run any % mostly. Because it's... Well, you just have to get to the end. It's not like you have to collect everything there is to do. I do really enjoy watching like full game speedruns because, it's so much stuff that you have to learn keep track of.
The difference in routing, there are often, as I'm sure there is the case in this game and in Origins as well, specific routes to optimize for any %. It's just that the route has less to it that you have to remember, execute on, etc. So it's more beginner friendly. But
Yeah, exactly.
no, for people who like completionist runs, like you could absolutely see a all diamond cups or 500 teensies run of this game on the likes of Do All the Things with Mr. underscore Shasta on Fridays.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are really uniquely enjoyable things about each different category of runs. I was having some discussions with friends when I mentioned I was having this run on, and one of them was like, "Oh yeah, no, Diamond Cups is where it's at for me because the difference in like movement and the way you have to work those different things into the level is super cool."
Yeah, because
they sold me on it a bit.
Yeah, I've seen like a ton of like videos on it lately on like how crazy like everything gets movement wise in different categories. Because like, well, for me, I am pretty quick, but like there's some tricks that I don't really know about.
Sure.
But they're like seeing them in action is crazy.
Yeah, it's whether it's because they're not relevant to this category or they're not faster on the levels that you do. There's all sorts of reasons why that might be.
Yeah, but it's like, yeah, this game is like a pretty high skill cap, but it's easy to pick up. You don't really need to. Well, yeah, you can just know the basics and you can run basically. Certainly, I think the biggest gripe with this game, well, like in the beginning, is just learning the route because you have to pick up certain TCs and you leave certain TCs. Because in some levels we grab the king and the queen, in some levels we don't.
Got it.
Because in the first two levels I haven't grabbed any. In this one I won't grab any either. But in the next one we have to grab both. So.
And how does that help add up, or how does that help describe our overarching goal for this run?
It's basically just trying to get the quickest TCs there you can get basically. So certain kings and queens are skipped because they're, well, slower to get.
Whether it's because of where they are or whether it's because of like things like the cutscenes involved in getting them sometimes or transitioning to other areas.
There's certain of them, I know one for sure, well, yeah, because I did one on accident because I thought I was missing a TC.
Sure.
There's one where it's basically just a waiting game. So you're waiting for the screen to scroll while, and then at the end the TC just pops out basically. But that's like exactly the opposite of what we're going for because, I mean, in a speed run you don't really want to wait because that loses time.
Everyone's favorite part of platformers is the auto scrollers, right?
There is an auto scroller coming up actually, which is it's mostly an auto scroller.
Right. A musical auto scroller, if you will.
Well, yeah. So let's say it's the second level that just unlocked. So after this one, we'll
this game is like, I'm honestly a little surprised that I didn't get more into the idea of speedrunning off of this game because I was describing that this game also had a PlayStation Vita version. Shout outs to anyone who remembers or appreciates the Vita in 2025. I took it to my first job and I would play. There was a weekly mode that like asked you to basically do mini speedrunning challenges and had a leaderboard built in. So that's really what taught me the base movement in this game, taught me how to move like, the spin into the roll, into the, dive to get a little extra distance. And that it did a really good job of like tightening up the basics of how to play the game, how some of the later levels would ask you to. It was very clever.
Yeah. So I'd say that's very nice indeed.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about you've got the partner here who's doing some of the different on the Vita that was actually touch control. They would encourage you to touch the screens to do things there, but what are you doing to kind of two-hand to do both the Glowbox's movement and all of the other interactions?
So I changed I changed the layout of the buttons so I can actually use my left hand to control Murphy. So basically what Murphy does, he's basically just a support character. He can cut through certain ropes, he can move certain platforms. It can be kind of tricky he can also rotate platforms, by the way. It can be kind of tricky to like do everything at once, but that's also like it's part of speedrunning. You learn it as you go. So at a certain point, you just become a natural at it.
Yeah,
like,
there are some games where the casual control style and the speedrun control style, like if you tried to go from one to the other, you tried to play somebody else's copy of the game that doesn't have your control set, and you'll be completely lost.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, because that's also what I have with Crash, because with Crash 4, I have to change the settings every time I start a run, because I delete the file, basically, to start over. But there's a setting, because you have like these quantum masks that you use.
Right.
And
to do this, yeah, so you have a button, a separate button than the default for the swaps.
Yep. Yeah, because if you do this, if I do the default one, I just get confused. Because one of the default buttons, it's the same button that you use in the older games, the older Crash games, to look at the HUD. So in the beginning, when I was trying to run, I actually got confused a lot of the time because I didn't realize which buttons I had to press.
Sure, makes sense.
All right, onto the auto scroller. Oh yeah, also there's one more thing that I forgot. There is a thing called lucky tickets. So if you get enough lums in a level, you get a lucky ticket. And to unlock two levels later on in the run, we actually have to get 10 lucky tickets. And in certain levels, it's only 75 lums for a lucky ticket, and in other levels, it's 450.
Jeez.
Well, it's not like, well, in certain levels, because this is one of the levels where I get the lucky ticket.
Okay.
So I have to get 450 lums before ending the level. And then at a certain point in the run, we'll scratch all of those as fast as possible so we can unlock the levels.
This is the first of the levels that plays with your expectations of what a platform is going to be like. It's kind of like the Mario airship levels, but going in the wrong direction.
Yeah, basically. Oh, Mario as well. Like, seeing those runs, some of the stuff that people pull off is crazy.
Sure.
Like, especially in the 3D games.
We'll be watching one of those later tonight with our good friend Ryan Ford. There'll be a 16-star Super Mario 64 later on.
Oh, that's a classic. Absolutely. Definitely a classic. That's one of the runs that I want to attempt myself at some point.
Oh, you did.
100%. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to there's going to be at the next Awesome Games Done Quick coming up in January in Pittsburgh. There's going to be a 70-star Super Mario 64 relay where I think a total of 74 different participants will each be getting 1 star or performing some of the Bowser throws.
That's really cool.
Right?
That's such a cool idea.
It'll be quite a time.
We're nearing the end. And there we go. And if you look at the, I had 435 lums, but you get 25 from saving the last TC. Sorry, I got 30. So I still got a lucky ticket, even though I didn't have enough. That's great.
Yeah, that's how the routing goes. You don't necessarily have to have it when the level ends. You just have to know how many you need.
Exactly, yeah. And that's also, it's just, that's with everything speedrunning wise. You learn as you go. You get better over time.
Yep. And, if it helps, there are so many runners out there, especially for things where it's collectathons, where it's, hey, you have to remember to do this at this time. They may do little things that make it easier for themselves, like put that advice in the live split that they're using.
Yep, exactly. That's what I do.
Forget to collect this lum. Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, it's in this game. It's especially in which levels you get the lucky tickets and which king and queen you grab, basically. But at a certain point, it just becomes second nature if you do it enough times. But to be honest, I've ran this game for not too long. But even I still make, because there's certain levels that we skip. And I've had it happen multiple times that I jump into the wrong level on accident.
Sure.
Even though we don't even do that level at all.
Or you collect lums you don't normally just because you're like in a group.
Oh yeah.
Like, wait, did I need those or was that?
Yeah, that happens to me too. Yeah. Where I'm like, Wait, I didn't need this lucky ticket, but I have it anyways.
Did that save time? Or no, probably not.
Well, yeah, no, because you have to wait for the lumps to actually gather at the end screen, so it's not like it's a lot of time difference, but
you know, at that point when I end up with an extra lucky ticket, I'd be thinking like, all right, can I route it out of a level later? Will I remember how to do that? Or
well, that's also something that I really like about this game, that even if you miss something, because I've had it before that I didn't have enough lumps in the auto scroller, that if you just pay attention to the lumps in like a different level, one that where you know there's going to be a lot of lumps, you can still like just easily get a lucky ticket later on in the run. It's the same with the teensies. If you miss one, it's easy to just grab another one later on, as long as you don't like. If it's lower, don't make it a habit.
right, yeah. The most of them aren't hidden enough that you miss one on accident. You just might need to do like an extra platforming or go high instead of low at one portion. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, yeah. In the levels that we do run, we think we always collect the 8 normal teensies basically, and then the king and the queen are basically in separate rooms.
right.
So, almost fell there. But the normal teensies are easy enough to find. Like for there's some where you have to like indeed go up and down, where you like grab one and then you jump down to grab the next one.
Especially like in the auto scroller earlier, they kind of want you to go back into crevices that are technically falling away from where the level is trying to send you to get more power ups.
Yeah, and later on, like I think there's a few levels as well where if you are not fast enough to grab it, the case just disappears basically. They just move off screen. So okay, he's the first boss. Or he's not here yet. We're gonna move towards him. Okay. And we restart sequence there, so we don't have to wait for the boss to actually
nice.
arrive. So it saves a little bit of time.
Oh yeah, exploiting checkpoints is a time-honored tradition in speedrunning.
Yeah, I did it in the first level as well, where I restart.
That's right.
You basically restart sequence and then you spawn a bit further. Okay. I really like this boss in the, like, you do a phase basically and then you move towards the next part of the fight. And then you can see him in the background flying as well.
Yeah, it's very similar to what kind of like an Astrobot would do many years later, where boss fights are often broken up by additional challenges. Ooh.
Oh no. Luckily that was a checkpoint. So, oh, it wasn't. Oh no.
That's fine.
That was a bit too early.
Again.
Nah, that's fine. Yeah. I did lose my hit point though, my set point, so I had to dodge that firewall, but that went well. Alright, on to the last phase. Also, one other thing that I really like about games, like in general, is the soundtracks. Oh, so good.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like they had so much fun with this. It's like, you know, we don't necessarily love auto scrollers in speedruns, but the auto scrollers in these games are absolutely legendary.
Yeah,
as part of the game.
Yeah, because also because of the art style and how everything flows.
Right. They set the levels. It's like Mario Maker autoplay levels.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Which I guess started around this same time.
Oh, I used to play a lot of Mario Maker.
Me too.
Such a great game. Such a good concept too.
Yeah, the fact that they've specifically licensed songs and then made their own cover versions of them to make levels that felt and looked silly while also having memorable songs in them.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yep. Chat remembers Black Betty correctly.
Oh yeah, that's the next level indeed. Yeah. Oh, that's actually that gives me an idea actually. Or if I do run this for speeding through the holidays or Back to Black, I can do the extra levels as the music levels as an incentive.
True. That'd be a lot of fun to do a little bonus showcase.
Yeah, they're really fun. And they're not too long either. So.
You just tell the people who are recording, all right, so this part might get DMCA struck on YouTube. Don't worry about this part.
It's worth it. It's definitely worth it.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, there's something about movement in games that I really like when things just stuff like that as well. Because normally what you do is you use the ball to hit the cage, but with the move I just did, you can just jump over the vine and actually grab it like that.
Yeah, these sorts of things, figuring out how to use movement to its utmost to skip portions of levels, it's an honored tradition in things like Donkey Kong Country, 2D and 3D Marios. Yeah, absolutely. I'm thinking of like some of the new Super Mario Bros. Where you use power-ups to flutter your way through almost entire levels once you get your momentum going.
I love that so much. Like also something that really fascinates me is like how people figure out certain skips. Like,
oh, absolutely. Yeah, You like to think it's one of those, you put enough people in front of enough copies of a game and they just kind of gradually figure it out. But some people have a preternatural ability for that sort of thing.
Yeah, it is actually...
The joke that people tend to make, or the stereotype about QA testers, is that they have that natural inclination to play games, backwards with no items on for the entire game to figure out if that breaks the game or not. But
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I think for most people you have to learn how to do that, but for some people it seems like they really don't. They just like playing games that way to see what happens.
Yeah, they like messing around, breaking stuff.
Granted, whom amongst us doesn't like messing around? Some of us choose to do it differently.
Yeah. It's great regardless, especially if it gets out like results.
For sure.
If I'm not mistaken, because seeing as you were talking about Mario 64, I think there was something recently, there was some news. Well, it's like an old skip, but it's like a newer way of doing it, which is...
Yes, they figured out how
to make it more accessible. Which is, in my opinion, really nice because, I mean, I can understand if people are scared to run a certain category because they're scared of like the difficult stuff. Like,
yeah, absolutely.
That would like I think I would. It would in the beginning it would make me scared, but I know like I do tend to pick up stuff. Once I actually have it, like once I understand, it almost comes natural. That does
tend to help. There are very few skips where I see people be like, all right, you just have to take it on faith that you set up this way and it works. Like, it always amuses me when people describe things that way because it means they figured it out more by feel than understanding the mechanics behind it.
Indeed,
yeah. I'm the same way as what you're describing. I need to understand the mechanics behind it before I can figure out how to recreate it. Yeah, no, you're right. There's a new basement skip doing a slide instead of a SBLJ in Mario 64 that makes, I think, a variety of routes faster and more consistent, including and probably especially like blindfolded.
And it's great. Yeah, I was about to say blindfolded as well. It's crazy how people like with how old Mario 64 is that you're still finding new stuff. That people still find new stuff. To help with the speedruns. Like, I
mean, people are still finding new ways to play the game, so
yeah,
it is perhaps unsurprising that they're still, taking hammers to it and seeing what falls out.
Yeah, it's bound to happen at some point, but like, it still amazes me because it's been out for so long and there's still new discoveries. Like,
it's the spirit of collaboration. And when you were talking about people who tend to do that sort of play to find glitches specifically, the synergy between that and the people who will take this and say, okay, how can I use this to work it into a speed run? What pieces have to come out? What new pieces can go in now that we're doing this other thing? That's something that I find really beautiful and satisfying.
The teamwork indeed, because we were basically just trying to beat the game as fast as possible with all of it. Like, it just, I don't know, the whole concept of the teamwork behind it is just something that I really like.
Definitely. You watch any speedrun, especially at a big marathon like a GDQ, and there'll be an opportunity or a time when they'll shout out like, hey, shout outs to this person who discovered this skip, 6 years ago. We didn't figure out how to work it into the run until now, but...
Yeah. That's a really cool concept.
Speedrunning is pretty cool.
Yeah.
And so is Rayman.
I wish I started sooner, to be honest with. I mean,
I know the feeling. Somebody who only started running maybe 3 years ago now themselves.
It's also great because for me it's like, well, full game runs. It's basically just this year. So, and there's so many games that I've made a list of games that I really want to.
I think that just kind of happens when the bug gets you. You're like, all right, now that I know how to do this, I understand conceptually how I like learning a game. What other games do I learn?
Exactly.
Yep. And I appreciated that you shared that with me when we were getting started this evening. You were talking about how you started with ILs and smaller challenges before graduating the full game. Yeah, that wasn't the case for me, but it was interesting to hear a different perspective.
Yeah.
And it's good, it goes to show you that there are so many different ways that you can tackle the matter if it's something you're interested in. There really is no wrong way to get started in speedrunning.
You just have to get started,
Pretty much.
And you just have to accept that, well, if you put the time in, you'll obviously grow. So, and it's the thing that I also like myself when I'm running is like finding little tricks that some things that I've overlooked and then seeing someone else do it and then I'm like, oh wait, I didn't know I could do this, because that happens to me a lot. Like,
yes,
I'll watch
honestly, that's one of the ways that I've chosen to learn some runs, because mostly I run newer games, so I'm kind of one of the people who's starting out figuring out the routing and how the run comes together and just seeing what I can do with what makes sense to me. But as I've started learning games with long histories, Super Nintendo games, things like that, it's like, all right, here's what makes sense to me off the top. Now I'm going to start watching people whose times are a couple of minutes faster than mine and see
where you can improve.
Cut this corner here, and then I do it again, a couple minutes faster, and do it again. Yep.
Yeah, that's something that I really like. That I like a lot. Like, just finding new ways to improve myself. Because in the end, like for me, speedrunning is just like I'm just trying to better myself. Not like, because some people will obviously see it as a race, but I mean at high level I kind of understand if you're like going for world record with a few other people, because then it feels like a competition. But
there are different reasons to choose to improve, which are certainly all valid. If it is the friendly competition with another runner that pushes you, or wanting to be the first person to break this minute barrier, I totally get it. And those are, as you mentioned, very exciting to watch.
Yeah, because people will share that hype with you, which is
definitely
an amazing feeling, to be honest.
One day somebody is going to get those final handful of frames to make Super Mario Brothers basically tied with the TAS, and that's going to be...
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Oh, that's also something that...
a really exciting day.
Yeah. That's something that really... Oh my god. That's one of the reasons that I wanted to start running at some point. Because I used to follow that a bit as well.
Sure. Yeah, and people often talk about supportive communities in terms of like, oh yeah, this game or this series community has a lot of great people who, are passionate about this. But then you've also found Black in a Flash. And what's your experience with that group been like?
Yeah, it's been really nice. Like, the thing is with me though, I'm like I respond to other things, but I'm not really someone who, well, I should share more often. Like,
hey, no, there's no sort. It's not like there's a minimum participation barrier.
No, I know. Yeah, definitely. But like, it's just I'm not used to people actually being interested in like wanting to know.
That's a completely understandable response.
So like, but yeah, from what I've gathered is that community really, yeah, they're actually interested. So. I've been a few other communities as well, like just other streamers in general as well, where I've met like so many people in the past few years, and yeah, I really like the fact that like everyone can come together for like something like this as well, and like just hang out together and stuff. Because I don't know, for me it's like something that I've missed mostly in like just day-to-day life. Like I used to have like friends to hang out with, but like I don't know, it just hits different.
Yeah, it happens as you get older, and that's things like this are outlets and opportunities where you can connect with more different people from different walks of life. I interact with many people who are years younger than me as a result of doing this. I won't put a number to that, but you can guess by the fact that I didn't say one. And it's an interesting way to keep in touch with people and keep your perspective sharp across a lot of different ways of life.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, so while we're talking about it, for not the last time this evening, I will give the shout out and the announcement read that we have for the Black in a Flash community, which is a community that uplifts and connects Black speedrunners of all levels, offering a space to collaborate on speedruns, challenge runs, and randomizers while celebrating Black voices in the speedrunning scene. You can learn more or apply to join at gdq.gg/BAF and follow at blackinaflash.bsky.social for updates, which you absolutely should, because you don't want to miss their upcoming events, Speeding Through the Holidays, December 27th and 28th, and Back to Black 2026 on February 5th to 8th.
Yeah, which I'll both be participating as well.
Indeed. Also, chat just extremely popped off with the first try there.
Oh, yeah.
GG's.
Yeah, it's yeah, I didn't even think about like explaining what's going on. But
no, you just got into the flow state while I was busy.
Yeah, we basically just skipped the boss by going over him.
Nice.
Which, it's kind of precise, but it's not too hard in my opinion. It's I've had it happen that I just get stuck there, but it's not like the checkpoint's right there. So even if you do fail, you can like instantly try again.
Gotcha. Now we've got our timed invasion stages going on. We're going to finish in less than 40 seconds here, right?
Yeah, and everyone, because we're trying to get, I think the amount of things that you need to unlock the final levels is 260. So in all the invasions that we do, we get, we have to get all the TNCs, but 40 seconds is pretty lenient. There's one where it might be close, but even so, it's not even that. Like I think you still have at least like 7 or 8 seconds. So,
I'm seeing one of my favorite things when we have these kinds of discussions during Out of the Box, which is chat getting into having similar discussions. And somebody in chat was saying, it's not for me. I don't have the reaction time. That's the secret. Fast-paced games are not the only kinds of games you can speedrun.
Yeah,
there are passionate RPG runners, strategy game runners.
Yeah, you just have to find whatever fits you, to be honest.
One of my favorite runs that I was not in any way involved. Actually, no, technically I was working, like setting up the stage and helping the runner get their setup squared away. But one of my favorite runs of the last Games Done Quick event was Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Oh my God.
Right? You can speedrun basically anything, and there are probably people already doing it who will help you get started.
Yeah, I was about to say. Like in my case, like if someone were to see me run something and they're like on the fence of trying to do it themselves, they can, in my opinion, they can always reach out to me and ask me whatever they want. I'd be happy to help. This is, by the way, that room. This room was the reason why we picked Glowbox. Because that was a puzzle room, and normally you have to do like a series of movements, like rotate the chamber around. But seeing as Glowbox can kick through the wall, we can basically...
That was, okay. I saw we rotated outside of it suddenly.
Yeah, so basically you can just almost instantly grab the queen it is, I think, yeah. Instead of having to do the entire puzzle part. And that's one of the main reasons we picked Glowbox.
Got it.
It's a Rayman game and we don't even run as Rayman.
Yeah, well, that's kind of what happened to the Rayman series over time, isn't it?
Yeah.
Once the Rabbids got involved, and then
everything just went sideways. Poor Rayman.
I believe as long as Ubisoft continues to exist, Rayman could come back and should.
Exactly. Yeah. I 100%. I've seen some fan games that are pretty good though. Like I think one of them was called Rayman Redemption, which is basically Rayman 1, but it's with like added gameplay and stuff. Which is, I have never like completed Rayman Redemption, but I do like the part that I did play was really good. I remember back when I've only completed Rayman 1 once on the PS Vita. Because when I was little, I used to get to like the part where you've got like an instrument, like a music themed world basically, and I could never get past it. It's like one of the first worlds even. So when I finally got past it, when I was playing on the PS Vita, I was like, wow, okay. So this game has so much more to offer, and I was like, I've only done up until level 5 or 6. There's like 15. But yeah, that game is... Rayman 1 is like the people that speedrun it, because I reckon that's like a big task to do, but...
Yes, yeah. Rayman 1 is legitimately scary. There are parts of that game that are tough as nails for how cute it looks.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. It is crazy. Like, hats off to people that speedrun it. I mean, you can still speedrun it. You just you don't have to.
Oh yeah, it's not like you can't get into it and like play it in a certain way. You know, wait out cycles where you would otherwise skip them, things of that nature.
There you go.
Speaking of skipping cycles, trying to make it over those enemy waves, quickly is a little scary.
It is, because they're so relentless. You can hit them to like basically, like what I did there, to basically give you a little bit of breathing room, but they shred through you if they hit you basically. Like even if you have an extra hit point, like the heart that's following me is basically an extra hit point.
Right. The iframes on the hits are very short.
Yeah, they take you for a ride, and it's like you're gone within seconds. It's a cool idea though, but scary in a run. Okay, here we go. Ooh. That was kind of close. Oh, that's fine.
Okay.
It's still just...
that's what the extra heart was for, as it turns out.
Yeah, I was about to say, luckily I had an extra heart there.
There is certainly a percentage of platforming in particular. It's like, all right, I don't know when I'm going to need this backup heart, but I know I will at some point, and that's why I'm going to have it.
Yeah. It's the same with in Crash. Well, in Crash it's more, like, definitely more viable, because in the older Crashes, in Crash 4 it's not the case. Yeah, you've got the mask, but in the older Crashes you can, if you have 2 masks, for instance.
Enough of them,
you
right? To
complete
get
the
the
level.
invulnerability. Yeah.
Yeah, but you can keep the masks afterwards
between
as long as you don't get
levels,
hit.
yeah.
And in Crash 4, every time you complete a level, you just lose all your masks.
Yeah.
So invincibility there is like, it almost never happens.
True. I was thinking more in terms of there's sometimes when you want to route out not getting the Aku Aku, so because you don't want invulnerability for a part where you're just waiting around for a cycle or something.
Yeah,
like
I've had that as well. Yeah, basically if you're trying to like bounce off boxes and you have the mask or invincibility, once you step on the box, it just breaks. So there's no bounce.
Speaking of cycles that were close, being just in front of those.
That fireball is really.
It looks scary.
Really close.
Obviously, you weren't even thinking about it.
It's second nature. Oh no! Dang it.
Oh.
I'll try it again. Wait. Oh. Gotta run up. That's what's supposed to happen.
Nice.
So normally he keeps his shield up, but if you do it like that, you can basically just. Well, you're basically in his hitbox, I think, and then you can instantly hit him as he spawns.
And if anybody else watching this level is thinking about the classic indie game VVV, you're not alone.
Oh god.
I'm absolutely thinking about, each level or each screen here being its own self-contained puzzle box.
Yeah. Oh, that's also a really cool concept.
Ooh, nice.
I really like the soundtrack in this level as well, by the way. It's like I don't know, it feels a bit mysterious.
Yeah, 60s spy thriller.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking of.
And this is the final escape, but the building is crumbling.
Yeah. Gotta get out before the flames catch up. And there we go.
Very nicely done.
Thank you. Oh yeah, speaking of, because I've been streaming for a couple of years again, because I used to stream fighting games back in the day, and I quit for like I think a few years.
Okay.
So I'm almost like, I think it's almost 5 years now, in a few weeks. Oh, that's one of the levels we skipped, by the way. Just
well,
in
happy
case,
almost streamiversary.
Yeah, it's I think it's next week on Friday. Yeah.
Cool.
So I started speedrunning this year, and I've done an amount of games. I think I've done 7 so far.
Wow.
And I'm gonna try running all of them back to back, which is probably gonna be a task because I did. What did I do? I played Cuphead, played this, Crash 2, 3, and 4. That's fine. What else did I play? I played Sonic Origins.
Focus on the level first, by all means.
Yeah, before and I did I did Sonic Origins, which is I did story mode, which is basically Sonic 1, 2, Sonic 3, and Knuckles, and Sonic CD back to back.
So technically, you were more like 12 speedruns or 11.
Yeah, it's I'm gonna do them back to back. Let's see how far I get. I'm still debating if I want to do it in one day or in 2.
Yeah.
But luckily it's on Friday, so this weekend anyway.
You could go into overnight hours if you wanted.
Ooh, no. I was a bit too early with the ground pound there. Normally we do this.
There we go. I see. Yeah.
And the checkpoint's right there, so it's not bad.
Yeah, definitely whatever you choose to do with that challenge. 1, enjoy yourself. And then 2,
that's the most important.
Do pace yourself like we do here on the GDQ channel. Give yourself lots of opportunities for breaks, for self-care.
Yep.
Let yourself pause that timer when you need to.
Yep, indeed. Yeah, because this is the end of Olympus Maximus. So, yeah.
All right, very
we'll
good.
be going for a little break.
Yes, so as we often do with longer runs on the hotfix, we are going to take a quick break. So take that time to get up, stretch, get some water, do whatever you need to enjoy being indoors during the beginning of our hotfix winter season, and come on back for more speedrunning in just a few minutes.
Yes.
Welcome on back to Out of the Box on the Games Done Quick Hotfix. My name is T-Tree, and we are rapidly racing through Rayman Legends with the ridiculously talented Shin Dark Shadow. So let's get back to it.
Oh, welcome back. We'll continue in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Right, here we go. Going to one of my favorite worlds in this speed run. Which is basically wow, it's food themed, I guess. Or
yeah. Say you don't stick a fork in these levels yet because they're not done until they're over.
no.
If you nail all the tricks, can we say you were hot dog in it?
Well, I guess I'm top dog in that case.
That too.
Or no,
Chat,
it's not hot dog.
Chat,
Then.
please keep your tomatoes to yourselves.
Please don't throw them at me.
Oh no, they'd be for me. I'm the one making all the puns. You're doing the speed. You're doing the impressive thing here. I'm the one eliciting all the groans. You have nothing to worry about. All right, if you were traveling up a method of conveyance full of foods as your only way to platform, what food would you be hoping for the most?
Something that I can actually stand on.
Sure, good start. I was thinking something covered in honey so I could just try to stick to it and like let it carry me wherever it's going.
That would be a good call, yeah. I mean, I'm growing and getting smaller, so in that case, anything would go, to be honest.
True.
If you're
I can't say I ever thought about what traveling through a watermelon would be like, but I'm kind of glad somebody at Ubisoft did, so we got this ridiculous level.
It's pretty awesome, though. I think it's a really cool idea. All right, here we go. And that's the level.
Nicely done.
Thank you.
You know, we've been talking so far this evening about kind of the different states of how do you get into speedrunning, how do you define like the ways to develop a run. If people are at that place where they've found something that speaks to them and they've been practicing and they want to show that off, that's something that we would absolutely love to show. Like, if you'd like to appear on GDQ Hotfix, we are accepting submissions for the winter season for, right now, for the foreseeable future. So if there's something that you love to showcase on the channel, whether it's a speed run, whether it's a showcase or something in between, send it our way at gdq.gg/submit/hotfix anytime.
Oh, I'll make sure to note that.
Now we're Duckbox? Load up?
Yep, we are. Yep. Yeah, for one level, we get turned into a duck. So all of our...
as you do.
Yeah, all of our moves are like, well, we can only headbutt and jump and float. That's all we do. And Murphy's
we
back.
got special guac.
Yeah, and we box fireballs for some reason.
It's on me for not thinking about guacamole as something good for platforming in the last level, honestly. Shame on me.
I mean, if you have someone to make a path for you, that would definitely work.
Fair. Guacamole is usually better with friends. Just don't double dip.
Bit of free fall in there as well.
I like that there's both lava and tomato sauce, as though they're putting, it's like a hat on a hat when people always talk about how lava, if they don't want to call it lava or you get boiled alive, it's like, oh yeah, we just fell into the tomato sauce. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
But here there's actually tomato sauce.
Well, no worries, it'll be fine. It's probably hot tomato sauce, but that's besides the point. We won't say it's boiling though, because
And of course, if you fall into something in your current form, you become crispy glow duck. So.
Yeah. You can surf me up at that point.
Indeed. I don't know about anybody else, but I was talking to a friend recently who actually, rather than turkey or ham or any of those holiday specials, usually spends the holidays alone, just as the nature of like his wife is often traveling around the holidays for her job. So he will go to a local market and get a half of a crispy duck and just do that as a holiday tradition. And that, the more I think about it, the more that sounds really, really good.
Yeah, it does. I agree. I love duck.
Someone in chat says, "How does it look easy and hard?"
I was about to say.
And that's the secret of a good platformer. You make it look easy by knowing the ideal line to take, but you're also, especially in this game where you're also having to manipulate Murphy, there is a lot going on at all times, and that's what makes it look hard.
Yeah. Ooh. Oh, nice. That's a pretty difficult trick. See, the cake closes after the snake, basically. And if you're fast enough, you can grab the cage and jump back out, as I just did.
Nice.
Which is, normally we use the ball here as well, but you can just jump in, use invincibility from getting hit, and do it quickly like this.
We're technically a few weeks late here on Dia de los Muertos, but it's the holiday season, so a little opportunity to celebrate a variety of holidays.
Yeah, I was about to say it's still a party, kind of. So.
True.
Still a celebration. But it fits.
And there are many communities in speedrunning that are much more like families, and especially for people who don't get the opportunity to socialize as much anymore, or may not have family of their own anymore. And GDQ is certainly like that for a lot of people. So if we're able to help provide a little bit of extra family in speedrunning for you during the holiday seasons, then I'm very glad to be a small part of that.
Yeah, likewise. I always like to meet new people.
Speaking of looking difficult, just the cycle is clearly outlined by the skeleton worms, but seeing all of them at once is somehow more intimidating than seeing each of them individually.
Yeah,
even if it doesn't necessarily make your traversal harder.
Yeah. Ooh.
Nice.
There we go. Made it through. Oh, there's the upcoming, it's still a few levels away, I think, because we have to do an invasion, which is another speedrunning, mini speedrun. And I think we have another level. And then the boss itself, if there's a soundtrack in this game you have to listen to, it's that one. It's
True.
It's one of my favorite songs from this game, to be honest.
That's a great choice.
Yeah. All right. We are still on track for getting all the TCs. Well, that's good. We haven't missed any. Which, in the beginning, when I just started learning this game, I think it's happened my first 5 to 10 runs, I think, where I kept missing the same TC.
Sure.
So, as I was saying earlier, don't make it a habit, but...
Yep, the first time I learned 100% run, I would miss something different almost every run.
Oh, that's also something that, yeah.
What am I forgetting this time? I'll go check the thing I missed last time. No, I got that one. All right, well, I guess I'll just start over.
Yeah, that's what happened with me in this game as well. Mm-hmm. Well, luckily, you can, interchange, if if you miss any teensies, you just grab a king
really
or a queen
nice,
from a different level. Yeah. And also the thing that I have on my splits as well is I know how many teensies I need to have after every level.
Clever.
Yeah. I mean, at a certain point you don't need it anymore, but like it's always nice to have a bit of insurance.
Speaking of having a little bit of insurance, having the heart exactly. Trying to hover over that.
Yeah.
Is wasting all this cake. At least I assume the colorful stuff is cake that we're cutting through in these levels.
It is. Yeah. I'm not sure if he's eating it or just. Oh no, the guy that's chasing me is definitely not eating it.
Yeah, no, that's why I'm saying it feels like such a waste.
I think the ones that jump in, well, not that one then, obviously, because that wasn't cake. But I think they are actually eating it as they're falling down. So I guess it evens it out.
All right, chat, if you were going to be in a level where you had to eat whatever it was to progress, what are you picking? What are you platforming through? Bonus points for considering how good it would be to actually platform through in addition to how tasty.
Oh god. Imagine like if you had to platform through like cake and stuff, like how soggy would it get?
Right. Yeah, no, that's like it's gonna be a function of how long nice Terminator reference. It's gonna be a function of how long it's been sitting there, what flavor of cake, what it's made of. If it turns out there's a portion that's an ice cream cake, you're gonna have a bad time.
Yeah, you'll just go right through.
Or it's still frozen through, and you're gonna have to like really start clawing through it to hope you're not being chased.
Because I think in Origins there's I'm not sure if it was. I do remember there's like an ice world, but it's like, or at least ice levels, but it's not like ice as in ice cream, but it's like ice blocks.
Okay, first answer, very confident answer out of chat. Grilled cheese, easy. I kind of see the vision, but if you're platforming through a grilled cheese the long way, then you're just stuck in a giant like river of cheese.
God, I'd get distracted and probably start eating. Not platforming anymore. I'm just eating my way through.
True. Which is very similar to the next answer, which is a tower of pizza. Yeah, I get it. I see what you did there.
Pizza tower.
Right.
Oh, that's a game that I really want to learn. And not even the whole
sure, yeah,
like
you could IL it. You could do individual levels for P ranks. You could do any percent. I ran John percent for a while.
You can go any way you want, indeed. That's also something that I like about speedrunning. Like, I've been doing any percent mostly, but like I do want to try my hand at really completing a game and learning where everything is at some point. It's something that I've really been, like, what I've been watching lately myself is like spiral runs. Where people like run through spiral and get all the gems and stuff, which is something that I think is really cool. How they, because it's so, like, if you look at it, it looks so optimized.
Yes, Spyro runs are absolutely about the ideal line through every level.
Yeah,
it's another one of those where the movement is really, really captivating to look at. And it's also fascinating just how different the speed runs for the original versions and the
reignited, exactly. Ooh, that was close. Oh, this is, by the way, the song I was talking about. It's so cheerful.
Yeah. They could have gone with something with more of like a rock feel for like making the luchador seem like a real bad guy, but no, they wanted everyone to have fun.
It's a party. And there we go, taken out. And now, well, I was going to say we go to the underwater world, but I think there's only one. Oh no, I'm lying. No. There's a few levels where you're underwater. at least a bit. All right, that's another world done. On to the next one. Yeah, those musical levels are, especially because you at some point, I think you have to have 400 TNCs, because that's like, we don't even get close to that because we only get 260. But
Yeah.
I think there's like, if you get 400, there's like a world with just musical levels, basically.
Yes, I think you're right.
Yeah, I think it's called the Living Dead Party, and I think it's like it changes the normal musical levels and makes them like more difficult.
Yes, yeah, it's essentially your remixes world.
Yeah,
Yeah,
really good though.
As we're watching and keeping apprised of all the new tricks and the new themes that each world has, if you're curious on what's coming up on Hotfix, you can check out this week's schedule, and you can submit your runs to be showcased at gdq.gg/hotfix.
Hey.
As we were talking earlier, there are runs, or there are shows for basically every kind of speedrun, including some of our newest shows, the Scenic Route with Osmorn, which is on Monday, featuring glitchless runs or runs with no major glitches. The kinds of people. It's another kind of approach towards accessible speedrunning, being able to watch somebody who's running the game, the intended way, such as it were, just really, really proficiently. And Fast Travel with Nick RP Green, focusing on runs and runners from other countries.
Nice. This is another instance where we do restart sequence, because we spawn back where we were. Nice. You grab that TNC and then you basically teleport back. You can also take an intentional bet.
I like that they brought back the kind of 60s spy theme for an underwater infiltration level.
Oh. Yeah, I think this world also has the longest level in the game, but we don't run that one because it's
Good call.
Yeah, it's also the one that this time I'm actually paying attention, but it's the level, the level that's not this one, actually, the first one that's just unlocked. It's actually the level that I've jumped into the most without realizing that it's not a...
Yeah, the level starts, you're like, oh no, I've done the level again.
I don't know this level, huh? What am I supposed to do?
Right.
I mean... if I ever do try to 100% this, I have to learn it. So.
Fair.
I think that might be in the books at some point. Because I mean, I already know how to get 260 TNCs, so why not get all 700?
It's true. You're you're not quite halfway there.
Not even halfway though. Well, that's also something that I really like about speed. It's like learning all the new stuff and. Like noticing, because that's also something, like it's also in real life, you mostly don't notice how far you've come. Like
you just start taking the things you know as a matter of course. It's like, oh yeah, no, I can build on that because this part of it I already know how to do. But then it makes it easy to downplay. Oh, it took 150 hours to get to this point, and there were times when I genuinely thought about quitting. But now that I know how to do it, it all just makes sense to me.
Yeah, and indeed, yeah. Crazy how even out speedrunning that you can still basically get life lessons, stuff that would help in the rest of it.
And it's one of those reasons why individual players can stick with runs forever and ever. Use this game as an example. You've got 700 TNCs, and while there aren't categories for each additional 100, but there is a category for 100 TNCs.
Yeah, for 100.
And there's any percent for what you said, 260, and then there's the all TNCs category. So you could absolutely keep building on this game for a long time and have a different experience each time.
Yeah, a lot of stuff to do indeed. For me, it's I'm more of a think I want to learn not as many games as possible, but I'll set a goal for myself, which I did for this game as well, because my goal was to get faster than 90 minutes, which took me a bit. I had some big PBs 7 minutes and 8 minutes, but I started my first run was over 2 hours. and then I gradually lowered it until, well, I barely got past. I almost went in again. I wanted a jump. But
It's just the most natural feeling thing to do when in the hub world.
yeah, you just want to go into the next level, and you're like, but I caught myself just in time. This is one of the, like, quote unquote stealthy levels where you have to dodge all the lights. And Murphy's going to be helping as well. Well, helping hopefully, because I've had it happen that in this location, basically, Murphy blocks the light, but I've had it happen that the item that he grabs, the circular thing, that he drops it.
Oh no.
And then the whole room is lit.
Right.
So I'll be in that room and then I can't progress because he's not blocking the light for me. Nice. Yeah. I really like in this game how certain areas flow.
Yeah, level design is something that, like, I feel like a lot of players, and it's just kind of natural, you take for granted when you're playing your games more casually. It's like, no, that part of that felt really good, but you don't necessarily think about why. And I feel like speedrunning is a really good opportunity to say, like, oh, here's why I do this way, and like why I learned how to do this technique, because it's useful in so many different scenarios.
Yeah,
now
exactly.
that I'm familiar with the game, I can recognize at a glance. It's kind of like how the Mario Kaizo runners can do blind races of new levels. It's like their fundamentals are so strong.
Yeah, exactly.
They can recognize a setup and be like, okay, I need to do this kind of reverse shell jump 3 times to get over this gap.
To get over it. Yeah, exactly.
And then whatever's coming next, I'll figure it out when I get there.
I think that's that's so impressive to me, like how people adapt on the fly. Like I've never done this before, but like I'm instantly, just because I'm prepared basically. It's I don't know. That's one of the most impressive things that I've seen in speedrunning. To be honest,
it's a very unique and demanding skill set. I understand why it's so impressive.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna see if I can manage to do this. There's a night. Normally we go left, but you can do this and then skip that entire part.
Nice.
That's a trick that I used to I used to struggle with quite a bit, because I've had it happen where I keep falling down. I'm like, okay, you know what? I'll just go left and do it normally. But that's also something that I really enjoy, is like having a part that I'm stuck on, and then like focusing on that until I can actually put it off quite consistently. Because I don't know what it is. I don't know why I like it so much. I guess it's the feeling of accomplishment once you actually get it down.
That's certainly part of it. And I think there can be something really rewarding to even just like the individual chewing on the different parts and figuring out like, oh, okay, so the setup for this is like this. I can do that part. I can't do the other part of it yet, but I know I'm getting closer.
Exactly. Yeah, that's how it went for me when I learned Crash 4. Because I knew there was quite some skips. My first run was the race I did, but I didn't know any of the skips, so I just went through the levels as fast as possible. I had done all the death relics before that, so I kind of knew how everything worked.
Makes sense.
I think in the upcoming months, I just like gradually started learning skips. And there's still one skip, like the hardest one in the game, that I still have to learn. But I've ran Crash for almost a year, and like there's still stuff that I'm learning from. Because I think last week I learned a skip that's pretty difficult to pull off. It's like a lot of you jump on a lot of invisible ledges, and like it barely saves any time, but it looks really cool.
Of course, yes. There is something to be said for what they call swag strats. The ones you go
exactly.
for just because they look really good, even if they save, frames instead of seconds.
Yeah, but that's exactly what I was talking about with in Crash 4 at the final boss. You've got a certain jump that's like it's more pretty difficult jump, but it looks really cool if you pull it off.
Sure.
Because I did it in my first GDQ appearance. I managed to pull it off, but
awesome.
yeah, stuff like that is stuff that I like. Like sometimes it's not about for me, not about just going fast. It's about doing cool stuff as well.
Oh yeah,
if I can.
It's the whole nature of the speed run as a performance is like, hey, here's this thing that I'm passionate about that I think is really cool, and I want to show it off.
Show it to you.
I may not be able to do every trick in the same run, but I'm gonna try for it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's the whole dedication thing as well. Like,
well, it's one of those things it's one of those things that I often tell runners who tell me they're nervous when a run starts. It's like, no, this is the showcase. This is you being like you did the hard work to get to this point to have this run prepared.
Yeah, but that's
this is your time to show off what you're passionate about and just have fun with it.
Yeah, there's no pressure, to be honest. It's basically just quote unquote just a run, not completely, but yeah, you can just basically treat it like any other run you do, to be honest. It's just with more people watching you instead of...
Yeah, this is just practicing your no resets, the same as you would do on your own stream or in your own living room or whatever the case may be.
So that's also something that's... everyone probably has had it at least once, where you just can't get a run going, basically.
Yep.
Or like, I've had it... Well... It's not too often, but I've had it happen where I'm like, I can't get a run off the ground, so I keep resetting.
Yep.
And it's also something that it's kind of a mindset thing as well. Like even if stuff goes wrong, to just continue. Because in the end, if you look at it, it's still, even if you don't, if it's not a PB, you can still get gold splits, or you can still practice parts that you normally wouldn't practice, because there's no time pressure. That's what I did with
nothing else,
with
if
Crash.
you're tracking things through live split, you are making the number on the right, which is the total number of completed runs go, or the number on the left, the total number of completed runs go up. And that's something to be proud of in and of itself.
Yeah,
that's a show of how much you've put into practicing your consistency.
Indeed.
Also, shout outs to the small Splinter Cell cameo in the last level. The glowing green eyes.
Yeah. Yeah, Sam
franchise, we need to see another entry in.
Oh yeah. God, I used to. When I was little, yeah. Also, I used to play Siphon's Filter when I was younger.
Ooh, yeah, that's a great shout. Yeah. Speaking of games you wouldn't necessarily associate with childhood from their content, but.
Yeah, indeed. But yeah, I mean, it was when I was little.
Right. It's just the way with games. Most people, especially people with that appetite for games, will just play whatever they get their hands on. So.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You have a little... Well, this is basically also an auto-scroller, but a little more... Because here you actually have to pay attention with dodging and stuff. And then the other one, it was just waiting for everything to line up so you could progress to the next part. I do think it's really cool how they did this idea, to be honest.
Yeah, this is certainly one of the more aggressive levels with regards to things coming at you, either on your plane or in front.
Yeah, and also with the checkpoints as well. It's kind of... It's unforgiving in this level, to be honest. But once you get to this part, it's we've had the most of it. So.
I also
And
like
there we go.
getting ahead of the guy we were chasing. Didn't do anything. You don't
Yeah.
end the level early. You still have to wait. Very nicely done.
Yeah, and I think, yeah, there's one more level, and then we do the scratch cards, which will mean I'm gonna have to use my mouse to like. I think that's I think that's a really fun thing to do as well, because it's like you can, it's actually like an actual scratch ticket,
Yeah.
and it's like you're actually moving a finger to scratch.
Right.
Instead of like just using a cursor, because that's also something that I really like about Rayman things, is that they do stuff
Nice
differently.
dodges.
Yeah, I was like, it's not that I need the heart in this boss,
Right.
but yeah, that was really close.
Yeah, I feel like your inner monologue was like, all right, I can fix this. I can save it. I
Yeah,
want to keep that heart in case I need it later.
yeah. I mean, you get a few hearts, I think, during the phases, but
Gotcha.
I think there'll be one here somewhere. I think. I'm happy that they do that, because
this was the era where touching your game controller or game screen was coming into vogue. The Wii U, the Vita.
oh yeah, indeed,
Eventually,
yeah.
they would do similar things with the PS4 touchpad when they put this game out on the PS4.
Yeah, it's stuff like that. It's really nice. I like this part as well, where everything's just falling apart and you're just trying to get through. And the soundtrack is kick-ass in this level too.
Yeah, the action themes in this game have a particularly kind of timeless feel to them because they don't
Yeah,
go for
oh.
certain kinds of instrumentation. They all just feel
Yeah,
like they belong in a movie somewhere. Brassy, fun, exciting.
it's like, oh no,
Oh,
I
no.
missed. I've never had this before. That's right. I was just, my attack was a bit too high, so I missed because you're supposed to hit the gem in its mouth. That's fine. We'll get it here. There we go. On to the next phase. I like that part as well, because you basically skip. Normally, the piece that was falling next to me, normally you have to climb that entire structure and get over it. And now I just went underneath. Ooh, that was close. Oh, Origins was such a good game, actually. And seeing as the movement is the same as this game, it would make it pretty easy for me to pick it up. It's definitely on the list of stuff that I want to learn. And there we go. Okay. Oh, it's time for the scratching.
All right.
And then a few more levels, invasions, and then the final 2 levels.
Well, while we catch up on making use of our scratch tickets and cash in, if you want to catch up on past Hotfix shows, special events, or GDQ marathons, you can head over to youtube.com/GamesDoneQuick. And hey, if you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and turn on your notifications to stay up to date with GDQ. Or as the kids say, smash that notification bell. Something like that, right?
Yeah. That's one of the paintings. One of the levels we're gonna do. Yeah, you get 1 level every 5 scratch tickets or lucky tickets. That's why we get 10, because we're doing 2 levels. And you get creatures as well, which would they would give you lumps like daily every day you log in. There's like a certain room where they all gather, and you've got like more rare. Oh, there we go. You got more rare creatures as well, which give you more lumps.
Yeah.
And you unlock like different stuff by getting lumps, like different character skins and.
Right.
So.
Yeah. This is all ultimately currency to go towards getting different versions of your characters and new characters and all sorts of things like that. If you like creatures, stay tuned after the end of Out of the Box for Creature Corner, all about games with creature protagonists. Something of a callback to Rayman 1 with the music themed levels.
Yeah, exactly.
The musical stabs as platforming.
I used to love that part. Like, I never got past it when I was little, but...
Right. I was wondering. I was like, as soon as he said that, I'm like, yeah, that sounds right.
There's one part that's like really... Like, I think it was like with slippery ledges, and you basically barely have any room at some point. You have to like get through without falling off, and I kept falling down.
Yeah, ice platforming plus midair, where if you fall, you go either way like back or all the way into an endless pit. Yeah, it's
one mistake spells doom. Yeah. Here we go.
Talked on a multiple occasions about the soundtrack of the game, and honestly, this world just kind of sounds like an RPG to me.
Oh god, yeah.
I don't know what it is about the dulcimer and the woodwind instrumentation.
Yeah. Oh god, there's a few RPGs I'd like to revisit now that I'm because there's a few. I used to play Breath of Fire 4 for the PS1 when I was little.
Okay.
Yeah, and crazy enough, I've never played Final Fantasy 7. I've started it, but I've never completed it. So that's also one that I really want to play. I played 8 and 10 when I was little, but that's also so long ago. So
Sure.
yeah,
no. If you're interested in the series, its history, the Pixel Remaster series of Final Fantasy, I can't recommend strongly enough. They're a really good and they're a really accessible way to get into seeing what the series has to offer.
Oh yeah, that's like a good time.
As it turns out, playing video games is a lot of fun. You're very right about that. Yep, so now we're in the Back to Origins sections, playing, in this case, the first level from Rayman Origins, because it was found that doing these levels to get more of our teensies is faster than continuing to play some of the later Legends levels.
Yeah, I really like the Origins levels. Like, just in general. Not necessarily these, but like, Origins as a whole is such fun. Because I remember, playing that for hours on end.
Sure.
Days on end. So when I figured out that the Origins levels were in here as well, I was stoked.
Sure, that's awesome.
It's basically more for more gameplay.
True.
There we go. And now the only two things we still have to do is we have the invasions, which are the speedruns, but we've got like multiple back to back. And then
we heard you like speedruns, chat. So we put some speedruns in your speedruns.
In your speedrun,
you can finish the rest.
So you can enjoy speedrunning while speedrunning.
Exactly.
There we go. That's the first one. Still on track to getting all the TCs. So
Nice. Yeah, these in particular really remind me of the like daily and weekly challenges that taught you the fundamentals of how to move in this game. Because just getting up to speed from a standstill is like, it's super different depending on like the character you're playing as, where they put you. There was some where it was
where you
like
start indeed,
levels. Yeah.
Yeah, I think one of the invasions, or it's not an invasion, but it's one of the extra levels that we do. It's actually one of the ones where you fall down. Yeah. Oop, let's restart. Oop. That's the other thing that happens. I mean, it doesn't lose any time because you just press exit, but that's the other thing besides me jumping into the wrong level.
Snakes on a cake. Truly, it was a different time.
Yeah. We've got a few in this world, and then we've got a few in the first world, and then we should have enough to get to the final 2 levels. Oh no. That's the downside to these levels. If you get hit, it's back to the start.
Hey, I mean,
So-
this was the same year as Flappy Bird, so I guess putting some Flappy Bird into your Rayman kind of makes sense.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yes, for anyone just joining us, we're inside the speedruns inside of the speedrun, doing some of the invasion levels, which are small timed challenges to gain extra teensies, which is our main collectible, so we can go to the final levels of Rayman Legends here.
Okay. That's the next one. I always forget which one is which, because it's weird that the name doesn't like ring a bell to me normally. It's like once I see it, I'm like, oh yeah, this is what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah, it's not the level so much as the like starting position. Once you see that, you're just like, okay, it's this level.
Yeah, this is what's gonna go down, or how it's gonna go down.
Go down literally in this case.
Yeah. That's another one done. Let's see. We've got five more invasions, and then one normal quote unquote level. Well, it's not a normal level, but it's one of the rescue levels. It's where you can get different characters, basically, for finishing them, or different skins. Ooh.
I don't want to get too curmudgeonly or too pointed in terms of criticism at Ubisoft, but remember when playing the game got you rewards like extra skins and characters rather than taking out your wallet?
Having to buy DLC, Another one down. Yeah, I think now we get the rescue level.
Nice.
Or they call them rescue levels. Go in here. And I think this is also reused for the challenges, for the daily challenges and stuff.
You are correct.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I spent a lot of time optimizing this one in particular. Is like I just had that weird tingle down the back of my neck.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this is a sense memory right here. I remember this one.
Like, I mean, there are some spots where I could have ground pounded, but besides that, like, it's short but sweet, and it's where you can play as a new character.
Yeah, just like figuring out where to hit those platforms and how to do the line such that you bounce off.
Yeah, exactly.
And we're in good position to dive. Yep.
Especially
like
if
somebody
you,
mentioned earlier, how is this so easy and so hard at the same time? And that's how.
It goes way that's also something that I really like about speedrunning is you can choose yourself how deep you want to go with speedrunning. Like you could learn just like basic stuff and still speedrun, or you could like go all the way and like learn every little thing. Oh, there we go. Every little thing there's to offer. Because I'm not done learning in this game yet, but I know quite.
For sure. And like set yourself a goal and aim for that. Don't feel like you have to go all the way to where somebody else is.
Exactly. Oh. No.
No worries, you got this.
Ooh. That was really close.
Yeah, a slightly different line resulted in almost a very different path through the level.
Yeah.
There we go.
And we almost went back to the start as well because of it. Okay. Oh, normally when I do my runs, I'm continuously like whistling to the music as well, just because.
I was tempted, I assure you.
Yeah. Because I heard the whistle, I was like, oh god. So good.
It's fine. Producer Richard can just shut off our mics if it gets too annoying.
People will be like, huh? I can't hear anything. What happened? I can still hear the game, but not the...
Yeah, that's absolutely a joke I've made when showcasing runs. Like, you know, if I were just doing a run of this myself, I would absolutely just be like quietly humming along to the music. That's all you'd hear out of me. But since I'm here telling you what's cool about the run, I might as well keep doing that.
Oh no, I jumped in.
Oh dear.
Oh good. And I mean, you're bound to make mistakes here and there, so
Oh, absolutely.
it's not nothing to beat yourself up over.
Nope. Like, if you happen to have a showing of a game where everything goes right, that's awesome. It's not going to happen again the same way the next time.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, it's also the show, like, yeah, like making mistakes is not a big, it's not bad. So
no. Someone in
doesn't have to be bad.
Earlier in chat mentioned in this game in particular is super forgiving because of the nature of the checkpoints and how quick it is to reset to one.
Exactly. Yeah. Because I thought like it's totally different, like from compared to like Crash 4, like Crash in general, because I've had it where I die right before a checkpoint and all of a sudden I'm like 40 seconds behind. Sure. Because you have to do the entire part over.
I'm imagining the absolute heroes who try to do something like Speedrun 106.
Oh my god.
You have to get the insanely perfect relics.
I was about to say, the first time I did it took me 60 hours. I'm like...
I believe it.
I think world record on that is like, it's 6 hours something change, which is really impressive in my opinion. So much to keep track of as well. Like you have to do every level perfect, get all the crates without dying and stuff.
Right. The reverse
like
levels,
Yeah, then that's what I think that's the only part where I would be like, ugh. Because
when I move time 106% is 6 hours 38 minutes, which is half an hour ahead of second place.
That is actually insane.
Right?
Yes, it's Cookie, I think. Yeah, Cookie is.
You are correct.
Cookie is such a good. I think Cookie is focusing on Silk Song, I think, at the moment.
Ooh.
Yeah, been watching here and there. Awesome person.
And currently top 10, 100% no major glitches for Silksong. Very impressive.
Yeah.
Some people just take to new runs like a duck to water.
Yeah, like I wouldn't know where to start, to be honest.
Right.
Like, and that's why people like that are amazing, because you can basically, what I would do is I basically learn from them, see what they do,
Yes,
and then try to apply that to my own.
That is the most obvious way to get into a new run. Is like, all right, I know this person takes to it and has a good head for figuring out how a route works. I'm gonna like watch them as they play it for the first time and then figure out speed running.
Exactly. Yeah.
Once there's some established strats there, then I'll feel more comfortable jumping in because I have something to like model my work on.
Exactly. Yeah. All right, here we are. The last 2 levels. Because we got exactly 260. This level was a bit of a deal biter to me because it's like an entire chase sequence and it's a lot of free falling, to be honest. But I have faith. It's gonna go great.
You have faith and skills. And between the two of them, I believe you'll be all right.
Yeah. Thank you.
Of course. Time for the final exam, such as it were.
Yeah. Have you paid attention in class?
And unlike the joke we make every time, this time, chat, you get to have an open book exam. While there will still be a test, you at least get to use the run that you've been watching so far to answer the questions.
Well, so far so good. What you normally do is you run along the wall and use Murphy to like move stuff out of the side. But,
no, only what's absolutely necessary, thank you.
Yeah, we'll just pop right past. That was really close, by the way, with those saw blades.
Yes,
I almost
yes,
it
it
there.
was. If you heard me go, if that came through on my mic, I definitely did it when that happened.
And there we go.
Nice.
And jumping onto this, the upper block, because normally you move both of them. If you jump onto the upper block, you can get to this part earlier, because...
Yeah, you time that cycle just right to have enough distance to get across.
Yeah. And there we go. That went really well.
Done.
Like, no... we just got through it without any resistance. And now we have to find a boss. And the DCs that we got are, well, not used anymore, so we're getting them just because we hit them. Oh, got the gun.
That's fine. Right at the hey, if you're gonna make a mistake in a level, right at the beginning is a fine place to do it.
I've had that with like PvE pace runs as well, where I'm like, oh.
Sure. It's just free time save for next time.
Exactly. That's also a really good way of looking at it. Yeah, it's a part where you can improve next time. Here, we restart sequence as well. We can take a chunk out of the. There we go. Restart sequence again. That's basically what I just did was optimal. Like, it doesn't get much better than that, to be honest.
Nice.
This is getting out of hand, and now there's 2 of them.
I'm seeing double here. 4 bosses.
Yes. One. There we go.
And the mountain climbers among you might recognize or appreciate what's going on with these tunnels that were being ferried through very quickly.
Yeah.
Very reminiscent of parts of Celeste.
Oh my God, Celeste. Like, people that speedrun that, like, hats off, because that's such a, like, especially like the B-sides and stuff.
One might argue that both with the game itself and with its themes, that running Celeste is more of a lifestyle than a speedrun.
Yeah, indeed. That's also something that at some point I want to attempt that, yeah. for insurance.
Taking on the boss the same way you take down any speed run, one piece at a time.
Yeah. Yeah, because that could also be something that's like really overwhelming. But there's so much to learn. Because that's something that I struggle with sometimes. But it's literally like just take it one step at a time. But you don't have to like, because what I've done, because I want to run Sonic 2 at some point. I haven't done it yet. But I was doing individual levels first. Oh, this is also, by the way, where we stop the time once I hit this guy.
GG's.
I was a bit late by saying that, but yeah. But that was Rayman Legends.
Shin, out of curiosity, what'd you say your PP was?
My PB was 129.41, and
Is that load removed or RTA?
Load removed. Yeah.
What's that come out to RTA? Do you think?
It's about 135, I think.
Okay.
135, 137.
Because this was very, very close. This is coming out at about a 137.30.
Yeah, it was really close to PB. Yeah.
That's terrific.
So, like, because the invasions I died a few times, so that's obviously time loss. Mm-hmm. But besides that, it went pretty well overall. So,
yeah, you should
be really
very, very proud of yourself.
Yeah, I'm really happy with how it went. And I hope everyone enjoyed it as much as I did, because you know how it is. Speedrunning is not just like to me, it's also just fun. It's not necessarily like the most important thing is to have fun. That's why.
So you mentioned a lot of different PlayStation games over the course of this run. Is PlayStation, was that your main console growing up? Is that why you've gravitated towards those franchises?
Yes.
Okay.
It was.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that's the reason why.
Understandable way that people get into speedrunning. It's like, hey, these are the games I played as a kid. What if I go back and play them much faster?
Yeah, because I when I was little, I had a PS1 and I had a Sega Genesis. So the first game I ever played was actually Sonic 2. And then,
nice.
Yeah, later on I got, I think when I turned 4, I got a PS1 with Crash 2 that just came out. And that's where it started for me.
That's a heck of a place to start on the PS1.
Yeah,
one of the all-time.
It's such, oh my God. Yeah. So,
that's very cool. Yeah, let's talk a little bit while we have a few minutes, since you finished a healthy amount ahead of your estimate. We'll talk a little bit about where else we're going to be seeing you on the channel in the near future. I know you're going to be running on Speeding Through the Holidays.
Yes, and I'm going to be running for Back to Black as well. I'm going to do Crash 2 for Speeding Through the Holidays, and I'm going to do Crash 3, the remastered versions, by the way, for Back to Black.
Oh yeah, I see the NST next to it. That makes sense.
Yeah. So that's the two things I'm going to be doing next. And well, besides that, I think on my own stream and stuff, I will most likely be speedrunning a lot of games. So.
It sounds like it just from talking to you. The different conversations we had where you said, I should speedrun that. Yeah, I believe you.
The bug is there, definitely. So,
speaking of your own channel, where can the people find you?
Basically everywhere I am to be found, which is, I think, from the top of my head, it's Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch. It's all Dark Shadow. So, and on Discord as well. So, yeah. That's where you can find me. And before I go, like I sometimes I stream extra days, but my normal days are Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And it's because I'm European. It's it started at 7 p.m. Central European time, which is, if you're in America, it's either
anywhere between 10 a.m. and 1 p.m. depending on what time.
Around that time. So
yep.
Yeah. And one more thing, seeing as my anniversary is next week on Friday, if you want to see me run multiple games back to back, because I'm going to attempt to run all the games I've done so far, which are 7 games in total. yeah, feel free to swing by. I'll start next week. It'll start next week on Friday at 7 p.m. Central European time. So yeah,
that's exciting. That's going to be a lot of fun. I strongly recommend
definitely.
everyone follow Shindark Shadow to see what's going on, because you're going to see, it sounds like, new runs plus a lot of practice for a lot of crowd pleasers and favorites in preparation for both Speeding Through the Holidays and Back to Black.
Yeah, Back to Black. Yes, indeed.
Well, that's terrific. I'm going to give you one more shout out here in chat, I think. Oh, I have to wait 11 more seconds. You know what? While I do that, I'm going to remind people that Black in a Flash is a community that uplifts and connects Black speedrunners at all levels of skill, offering a space to collaborate on speedruns, challenge runs, randomizers, and more while celebrating Black voices in speedrunning. You can learn more or apply to join at gdq.gg/BAF and follow at blackinaflash.bsky.social for updates. Those upcoming events are Speeding Through the Holidays, December 27th and 28th, and Back to Black 2026 on February 5th through the 8th. Thank you to the team for hitting that shout out in chat, and very well done once again, Shindark.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, thank you for having me, and thank everyone. I want to thank everyone for watching. Hope everyone enjoyed it as much as I did. But I hope I at least amazed a few people. Nah.
Oh, definitely.
No, but that's besides the point. I mean,
everyone had a
ton of fun. So.
Terrific time. Good. I'm glad that you did too. Yep. Yeah. So that's Rayman Legends. That's Shindark Shadow. One more virtual round of applause, if you would, please. And when we come back with more Out of the Box, we're going to be taking it old school. I want to thank you, all of you, for supporting Games Done Quick with your subscriptions, gift subs, and bits cheered, along with just being here, because your contributions help keep our shows running. If you're enjoying the stream, consider subscribing for exclusive emotes, ad-free viewing, and access to chat during replays. You can also always support the stream by sharing the Games Done Quick channel with your friends. As we continue our Speeding Through the Holidays celebration and sneak peek stream, it's time for a classic run, in this case a GT classic run of Super Metroid with the one and only Ryan Ford. How you doing this evening, friend?
Hey, not bad, T-Tree. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm just enjoying extremely high quality speedruns and excellent vibes, and I expect that to continue here, no doubt.
Hey, love to hear it. I'll do my best. But yeah, so as introduced, yeah, most of the time. I don't know. I think I make it entertaining. I hope so, at least.
For sure.
Y'all should come into my stream later and tell me, everyone in the chat. But yeah, I'm Ryan Ford, and yeah, going to be running GT Classic, which is the run one of the runs I'm going to be showcasing at Speeding Through the Holidays, and also AGDQ coming up. So get a little bit of a preview of one run. So yeah, join with me. I do have two super dope commentators if you want to introduce yourselves.
Sure. I'll go first, I guess. What's up, everybody? I'm Charles. I'm Charles. I also run Super Metroid, primarily any percent. But yeah, I'm very excited to be here and reviewing some GT Classic. I've run this category before, but it's been a little bit, but it's all good. But also, I think we're here with Hockey Towner as well.
That's right. Thanks, Charles. Thank you, Ryan. Wonderful to be back in the commentary booth with you both. Love GT Classic. It is absolutely my favorite Super Metroid vanilla speedrun category. So I'm really, really excited tonight.
All right, just give me one moment here. I'm going to turn up hockey a little on my end.
Sure, no problem.
Okay. Test it one more time. Sorry about that.
It's got to be the first time anyone has ever had to turn my volume up, maybe.
Right? Okay, it's good now.
Say, for somebody with hockey in your name, like your presentation style and the fact that you called it the commentary booth absolutely lives up to the name.
Right? All right, so I did low-key flip a coin off stream, but
Okay.
So it turned out, so Charles, I guess you're picked for the countdown. So
Okay.
yeah, if you want to count me down.
Sure. What's
for
the best you want me to do on go? So 3, 2, 1, go. Okay.
Sure.
Okay, you ready?
Yep.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
Let's go. Have fun.
All right, let's do it.
All
Hey,
right.
thank you.
Awesome.
All right, ignore the mistake at the
All
start.
right.
Right.
All good. It wouldn't be a run without some of those. But yeah, I mean, Hockey, do you want to maybe introduce us to the category, or I don't know, what's the best way y'all want to
Yeah, I'll
get started?
take a stab at it for sure. So we're starting pretty boilerplate, like most vanilla Super Metroid speedruns. We're on Sirius Station. We're going to be making our way down to the planet Zebes after discovering this baby Metroid that quickly gets stolen by Ridley. But GT Classic as a category is so interesting because it takes advantage of this left-in developer debug code, whatever you want to call it, where Ryan's basically his task is to equip himself with the bare minimum to survive getting down to Lower Norfair, getting to the Golden Teresa or GT mini boss room, holding all 4 face buttons on the SNES controller, and then being granted every movement item, every beam, 700 energy, 100 missiles, a slew of power bombs and super missiles, and then just a boss rush with some of the most amazing movement that you've seen in any Super Metroid speedrun. So, but first we got to get off Sirius Station first, and that's always a challenge. But whoo, 45,
Nice series,
58.
actually. I was kind of watching that stair room there.
Hey, not
Excellent
bad, not
time.
bad.
I like the
So, yeah,
description.
just
It's what if a collectathon was actually just a hyper optimized movement platformer? I'm here for it.
100% a teacher. Yeah, it's just I love it because you get the any percent flavor, you get to fight all the bosses, well, not all the mini bosses, and you get a little bit of the hundo movement, and you just get it maximizes spring ball. If you love spring ball strats, there's
Nice.
some really wicked strats out there.
Yeah, GT Classic is a pretty interesting sort of a weird hybrid of kind of a few different categories in a way. It's almost like an interesting combo of any percent Phantoon first and low percent and 100% in a weird manner of things. There's kind of like a little bit of all of those categories it kind of borrows from. So yeah, it's pretty fun to see. And also it's a bit quicker too, so you can kind of get more runs going like in and out. So it's a pretty unique category.
Yeah, 100%.
No. This isn't 100%. We just said that's a different category.
To make that joke a teacher, oh my god!
Somebody had
Beat me
to.
to it. I get
That
to-
was already doing it for
Shame on
themselves. I might as well help.
Right.
So Charles, we did see
I
Ryan.
realized
do
what
a-
I set it up for.
Of course.
Did see Ryan do a special movement technique there, the moonfall. And tell our
Right.
viewers that they're not familiar with Super Metroid about that moonfall.
For sure. Yeah, in terms of speedrunning, Super Metroid is generally not a very like glitch-heavy game. The primary any percent category, it's called any percent, but generally speaking, it's actually more accurately called like any percent, no major glitches. But regardless of that, there are still like a few kind of noteworthy glitches, and one of the ones that Ryan did there was called the moonfall. There's a climb room that we left a little bit ago now that Ryan went like incredibly fast downwards in that room. And what's going on there is there's actually a speed cap, and you can break that speed cap threshold using what's called the moonfall, which you can do using the moonwalk technique that's like built into the menu of the game. It's kind of a weird controller option that is pretty unnatural to play with, but if you get good with it and comfortable with it, you can kind of use it to activate those moonfalls. And there's a few rooms in the game where you can like save a decent amount of time with like that uncapped fall speed. So yeah, that room that Ryan already used it in was the main part of the category and the route where you will use it, but there's a few other small parts too.
Right on, Charles. Beautiful pit list there back through old Mother
Yeah.
Brain, Ryan, and now into the climb. And Charles, I think you'd agree with me. You are a seasoned veteran of this game. The climb is what really separates kind of the newer runners from the very, very seasoned veterans.
Yeah, I was about to say, Ryan, I need to borrow that climb from you. That was like too good, honestly, but you evened it out at the end. I appreciate that. It felt like you did that for me.
Unbelievable.
Right? Oh my gosh. One little trip.
No, yeah.
All it takes.
The beginning of the game is actually like super crazy difficult, even though, you know, it's kind of counterintuitive. You'd think later on it gets harder, but all the little nuance and small fundamentals and mechanics of an early game in Super Metroid is just way crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it's the nature of a
Oh my
search
gosh.
action game. Once you have more tools online, you have more different ways of getting through each room. You have better backups if you need them. Here, it's just you and your movement capabilities.
Yeah.
Totally. So this is
Exactly.
Go ahead, Charles.
Okay, yeah. Well, this is a bomb Chorizo, but as y'all might have heard, this is GT Classic, so golden Chorizo. So this is the first Chorizo fight. Not the golden one, though, just the bomb one.
A little
But,
less
we'll be
rare.
seeing another one soon.
I feel like Ryan, you did it so fast.
Yeah.
Couldn't even talk about it. It was already over. A testament to Ryan's speedrunner acumen, you might say.
So here's what we would have explained if we were ready by the time that fight started.
Yeah,
He avoided the decapitation animation. I still got to slide it in.
right.
I love when hockey says it, actually.
The decapitation animation.
He avoids the decapitation animation. It saves time. It definitely.
I feel like I
saves
just
time.
unintentionally went into kind of a John Madden fugue right there. I'm going to start illustrating.
Been trying to do that for almost 7 years.
I believe it.
Oh my gosh.
All right, so hopefully
Okay.
things go okay
This'll
in
be
this next
fine.
room, because
We have a small resource predicament we're in right now, but it should be okay.
Yeah. Never mind the
Yeah,
fact that
I
Ryan
think so.
doesn't have max health. He'll get that missile. There's no doubt in my
We
mind.
really want an extra missile here. We really need 5. So
See? Why worry? First major sequence break of the game.
yeah.
Early super smock ball. Keeping that run speed in ball form. Beautiful job, Ryan. That is how it's done.
Thank you.
But yeah, can't open those pink doors without 5 missiles. Ryan entered Green Brinstar down the elevator from Criteria with 4 missiles and 84 health. If Ryan had had 99 health, it would have guaranteed a missile drop. But he got lucky on that first. What are they? What is? They're all frogs, right? All the enemies in this game are frogs. So those crawling frogs.
yeah.
And there's a
So they
flying
say.
frog.
I honestly don't remember the name of them. Zila, I think.
Yeah,
But-
Zila, and then those are Rios, I believe.
okay, because
In the
I
next
mixed
room,
up a lot of the names.
arrows, of course, a very rare enemy, but
Another nice missile.
that's unbelievable. I love it.
And yeah, I guess up to this point in the run so far, we're looking at a run that more or less is almost okay. Well, just as I was saying that, it changed. I was about to say this is kind of basically the same thing as any percent, but skipping that missile on the left and also charge beam is intentional for this category. You don't need that because the GT code will give you those items later. So you really don't need it's really a bare minimum equipment run until the GT code.
Right, which is why you mentioned it being not dissimilar to low percent earlier.
Yes, exactly. Right.
Yep.
And we do a little wiggle for the
does make
tiny
this-
extra bursts of speed.
Yep. It does make this Kraid fight a little bit difficult because you don't
I
really
believe it.
have a backup if you
Right.
kind of blow through all of your missiles and supers. You don't have the charge beam, so you can't actually damage Kraid without projectiles. But you do see Ryan now going up the red tower. Nice red tower recovery. Now crossing the Hellway to get the first power bombs, the only power bomb pack of the game, and that's really just to open doors.
Oh my gosh. It's fine. I needed to do a
Farming's
gap
an
skip,
honest
but I-
life, Ryan. Don't sweat it.
It ain't much, but it's an honest farm.
It ain't much, but it's an honest
I think the
life.
discussion about running out of ammo at Kraid caused a little extra farms there, which I get. I would have done that too.
Yep. Yeah, I've been taking a few unwanted hits too, so I wanted to try and keep my health up as well.
Yeah, and I guess as the run goes, we've already kind of seen a few minor sequence breaks. Nothing like super major, I guess, but yeah, that early super pack we did earlier with that mock ball that Hockey was explaining, but also then just now, we kind of got power bombs out of order. Normally you'd need ice beam and a few other pieces of equipment to get here, but we don't need all that. And now we're on our way to Kraid.
You got to get that Varia suit for protection in superheated rooms. It's unique, though, Charles, that the lava dive room, as we call it, or the Gravitron, I've heard some old heads, Super Metroid, call it, you don't actually really take like the same type of heat damage and lava damage as you would normally. Is that true, or am I just making that up?
Whenever I go in that room, I have grav and I don't take any heat damage. So I don't know, man.
Yeah, that'll do it.
That's totally fair. That's totally fair. Chad, ignore me. Ignore everything I'm saying except for this next
That's
part.
the, would you
Because
rather
Ryan's
do A or
going to
B?
Kraid now.
And somebody else just answering no.
Yeah.
Nope.
Oh my gosh. But there's just a unique property to that room that I think makes makes all of this. But I think, or maybe it's the property of the lava behaving as not the same gravity as water. I don't know. Something about it is very special, and it allows the lava dive to actually work.
I mean, I believe it.
I think it's the ability to wall jump under lava rather than underwater.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm kind of reaching here, but Kraid looking for a Kraid quick kill here. Ryan's got missiles. He's going to set up with a little bomb jump here to get to the ledge. And
yeah, I love that little bomb jump for positioning.
Same, makes it easier.
Missile selected. Stun lock.
Nice.
Very nice.
That's as good a Kraid quick kill as you will see anybody do. And look at that. Look at that item collection there.
Yeah, topped off.
Yeah, generally speaking, Kraid would be a much longer fight than that, of course. Kraid will normally stand up in a casual playthrough, and it's kind of like a part 2 of the fight. But yeah, in the speedrun, you can kind of skip that pretty quickly. And then, yeah, there is no stand-up glitch, as we like to call it.
Stand-up glitch.
I love that, Charles.
Right? Yeah.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah, the DLC.
Pretty much.
Right. And so there's not much more equipment Ryan is going to pick up. I think we're going to go get high jump boots. Technically, that is an optional pickup. But yeah, I think we're going to get high jump boots here coming up soon. And then we will basically just be right on our way to Lower Norfair. So in other words, there's a pretty interesting boss order going on here where we're starting with Kraid, and then next up will be Ridley, which is kind of not quite RBO, but maybe something like that.
Yeah.
Almost.
Nearly RBO.
Right. And also, sorry, I should say RBO means reverse boss order. So in RBO, you would play them literally backwards. Here, they're more kind of interleaved.
Yep. Yeah, I can grab this E-Tank as well for safety. My PB, I skipped it, but for the marathon runs, might as well.
Yeah,
sure,
definitely.
Good marathon safety. To be even safer, some people do grab that Kraid tank to have 3 tanks and boots, but Ryan is exceptionally skilled, can do it with 2 tanks. I think the 2 tank booted does give you 2 very solid attempts at the lava dive.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pretty sure. But that's one of the things I love about GT Classic is the sheer variety in getting to Lower Norfair in terms of tanks versus boots versus whatever.
Yeah, it's one of those categories that, if not quite in movement, then in routing allows for like player expressiveness and for you to try it 100%. At whatever skill level you're comfortable with.
Exactly.
It's awesome. So yeah, just making his way through Cathedral here on his way to the Bubble Mountain. And that's when this category is really going to start heating up because Ryan has to execute that lava dive.
All pun intended.
Yeah, that's right. Well, always, for forever.
Yeah, I guess this time I'll take a safety save, but
okay, nice.
We'll see in future events if I do or not. We'll see.
There's a little farm room coming up too. I'm kind of curious what adventure Ryan will choose here.
Yeah,
to skip it.
I'm thinking farming.
I'm thinking farming too.
I'm doing one super, just because.
Yeah, it's as if getting to Lower Norfair was hard enough with this lava dive that we're about to see. This category rewards you immediately with an even bigger challenge, which is getting through a green gate from the wrong side, executing the green gate glitch. And then if that wasn't hard enough, you have to make sure you input the code correctly, because if you don't, you crash the game 100% of
Excellent.
the time.
Yep. Yeah, it's like as long as you're paying attention, it should should be fine. But like, I have crashed it like once in a run, so we'll see.
All right,
we are coming up to the lava dive now. Normally at this point of the game, you'd have like gravity suit, which would make the movement here a little bit simpler. But let's do this.
Yep, one time for the fans.
Oh, excellent balls bounce there, Ryan. Looking for some wall jumps.
Quick landing. Nice.
Oh, that was sick. Oh my goodness, Ryan.
I got nervous.
Consolidate with another safety save. I love
once
this.
you hit that right under ledge, there's that extra little hop, but
You were stuck to the right wall, right where you needed to be in plenty of time. Very, very well done, sir.
That was awesome,
Yeah.
Ryan.
The amount of times I bumped under the Namahe at the
that's
top
what I
of the
figured
right.
you were
Oh
nervous
my gosh.
about.
That's Ryan made that look simple and very straightforward, but that trick is anything but. You have to time those Namahe flames. You have to just really chain your wall jumps together really tightly and properly timed. It's very difficult. And then this is even more difficult, is getting through this green gate.
Yep.
Second try, Ryan.
Okay,
Let's
good.
go.
Well, the extra E-Tech doing its job right here.
Okay, nice. That acid is
Take it
so
away.
funny with how you can have a real run and then instantly be overconfident and then just 1 second later die to that acid.
Yep.
All right, GT code entered. Yes, Samus is now purple or
Nice.
pink, depending on who you ask.
Hold on, let me check on both my monitors. yeah, no, that's more pink than purple, I would say. But that's just me. I know color's subjective.
That's fair. So now, Ryan's got everything except for Screw Attack, which, spoiler alert, is outside of this door, and just GT goes down like a house made out of cards with this beam combination. It's just so powerful.
Yeah.
I almost accidentally had a left side fight because I stopped too early in front of him. So I didn't stand in the right spot. I was like, uh-oh, is this going to be funny or not?
Yeah. You'll notice also now, so we have Plasma Beam, Gravity Suit, High Jump, Charge Beam, Ice, there's a bunch of equipment now that we have thanks to the GT code that we didn't have before and it was all just activated by entering that one room with the Golden Chorizo boss fight and then pressing kind of a weird combination of buttons on your controller, and then that's the leftover debug code. And then just like that, we're cruising. Didn't have to pick up all the items manually.
Cruising indeed. We saw fast pillars utilizing that shine spark. It's a technique that utilizes the speed booster, space jump, making these rooms oh so easy, as well as that screw attack, completely OP, just ripping through those space pirates and these red key hunters here in the
Oh my
red key
gosh.
hunter shaft.
Well, that
Well,
was a little weird, but
Nice, okay.
And if I remember
my
right
gosh.
from reading notes about the GT code, there is technically, even after you get the trick, there's one more thing you have to watch out for, right? Which is because it activates Spazer and Plasma at the same time.
Right.
that's right. Yeah, teacher, that's an excellent point. Charles, you want to talk a bit about that?
My understanding of this is that when you activate the code, it's obviously, because it is like a debug code, it's not a perfectly functioning thing. And when you activate that code, it forces you to have two beams equipped that you would normally never ever have equipped at the same time, that being Spazer and Plasma. So if you shoot your beam without pausing to unequip that beam combo, you will crash the game. But we got past that. Brian actually paused after doing the code.
I saw
Brian
that.
paused.
That's what put it in my mind.
Yeah.
That was a good code. Not only was Samus get the gravity suit, because if she doesn't, you don't have anything that can damage Golden Chorizo except for super missiles, and you don't have very many of them.
Right.
So it's kind of a wash. You have to start over. But yeah, if you press any other button besides those 4 face buttons entering the room, the game will crash too. So. Now we have Ridley, and Ridley with this beam combination. 18,000 health, 900 per shot. No reason to dip into the supers unless Ryan's feeling extra frisky. But this boss fight with this loadout is it's not a given. It's not a throwaway boss fight to do quickly, but it's just too powerful.
But this also isn't fusion.
Yeah.
We don't need to go for doubles and triples on our missiles to speed things up.
It's an excellent point, teacher. Yeah, just stick to the big gun.
whoops. Well, I got to grab all the drops there, I guess, too.
Ryan just wants to keep those missiles topped off,
Right. We do a little farming as a treat.
Grabbed like 4 super drops there while I had like 19 already.
Okay, please have that luck during any percent.
Right?
But
Oh my gosh, there's actually such a tease. There's so many super drops down there.
I know. Had to
Normally
grab
just
them
like-
on principle. But there's an interesting wrinkle with this GT code in that it doesn't look like it on the heads-up display, but Samus does have the X-ray scope and the grapple beam. It's just that the tiles are not loaded on the HUD, but Ryan does have those items. And that's going to be important with this beam combination, because for the rest of the bosses and mini-bosses, with the exception of Mother Brain, Ryan's going to be able to take them down very quickly utilizing a technique called the microwave beam.
Yep, and also have 300 health with reserves as well. But
True that, yeah. That's
reserve
true.
tank's not showing too.
Is it full?
reserves.
I don't even remember. Do those reserves start full?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Dang. I totally forgot about that.
Wait, I hope I'm right, actually. Now I'm like, unsure since you're unsure. I was like, pretty sure.
Look, let's just not need to find out. Huh? How about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, so they're always they're always full when I use them later on for
Fair.
Mother Brain sometimes, but
Gotta top off the tank sometimes.
And
but
yeah, from
it'll
this
show
point
up when
of
my
the-
health is full though.
Oh yeah, the reserves.
But yeah, sorry.
Well, I was just gonna say,
Yeah.
From this point of the basically from the point of getting the GT code, the run begins to resemble 100% more, just because your item loadout, your equipment is essentially on par with 100%. That being said, the route is still very different. Like, this is definitely not a route that 100% would ever be doing, really, but still, it's still kind of the same, I guess, core mechanics as 100% here.
Yeah, except like you wouldn't have space jump yet, and you get to do space jump throughout like the first half of Meridia, going to Dragon. So you usually get it after the fight. So there's
Right.
bit of cool tech with that.
For sure, for sure.
Oh, and Spring Ball, I guess we have that early too. But
Oh yeah.
More Spring Ball, more better. They did Spring Ball dirty in this game by having it
did.
locked away so hard to find and so far into the game.
yep. Because yeah, later games it just comes with high jump generally. Reserves are full, but they're on manual. I didn't see the rest of that message from Kazenton.
So if you take too much
Kaizen,
energy,
yeah, good
too
call,
much damage, you'll
Kaizen.
die. Yeah, so they're not auto until everything's full up.
Love this. Energy conservation, space jump. Ooh.
Is this gonna make
that
it?
movement.
Okay, close. I really like that
Love
jump.
I did the rite of
good.
passage thing with the X-ray.
Just have to make sure it works, Ryan. X-ray scope works.
Yep, making sure I have
Free
it.
Botoon about to get microwaved. You know, it makes sense. So these bosses, you would never have plasma beam in a casual playthrough of this game, and so the programmers didn't really take that into account. So plasma beam has an armor piercing capability, and by using the X-ray scope, it kind of resets the enemy's iframe. So hi Botoon, bye Botoon.
Oh, is it still alive? Oh my god.
He's still running around. Oh, we get a 2-round. Let's go.
We get 2 rounds.
Hey. Get to see a little more
on the
Botoon.
GT
Dubs,
Classic
but-
run. Yeah.
Amazing. It was a little bit of hello, goodbye, hello again, and then goodbye, adieu forever. So
So, oh my god, did you guys see how many like supers dropped too? Like,
I was. Don't remind me. I'm gonna be mad about that with any percent today.
holy.
look at this, full happy? Question mark?
Oh my god.
Oh, the commentator curse. I'm so sorry.
A little bit.
I think I pressed
No,
jump like slightly too early when running in.
The movement between rooms in 2D Metroids is really just something special. We're talking about like the
100%.
expressiveness of movement, the tricks that you like don't learn how to see until you know these games really well, or you start running them. Is something that's super. Like there are occasionally ones, like I'm thinking Fusion. There's in the ice zone. There's one where you go across like 5 rooms in the same movement if you do it right, where that looks really cool no matter how familiar you are. But some of
The
these,
space
like
jump,
these little
yeah.
micro optimizations, are awesome.
Or where you can shine spark through like 5 rooms straight, or you can do the space boost version, which is like impossible. I swear.
I love impossible. So, really interesting thing here is that Ryan
Nice.
destroyed Dragon with the microwave beam there while crouching, because as soon as Dragon's dead, Samus's sprite will always stand up. So it's like, hey, you can stop X-ray scoping.
Yep.
Just super interesting. So yeah, we're down to one more boss, and that's Fantoon up in the wrecked ship. So this category
nice.
really flies. And Ryan with the classic strat. This is a wample jump out
Yeah.
of the Coliseum.
Hey.
Oh my goodness.
Thanks, guys.
That's an OG strat right there.
It is.
Look, I'm just glad we're putting our
super.
microwave to good use. It's really carrying on the tradition of discussions about such things in Metroid runs. At least if my experience is anything to go by. Because, well, when I hosted for Fusion, like 80% of that run was talking about air fryers. So
Oh my god.
we're in the same neighborhood.
Yeah. This is definitely kitchen appliance 101 for sure. But Ryan's really cooking in the kitchen right now. That
True.
space boost into spring ball jump through Botoon into Botoon hallway. Chef's kiss. Wonderful, wonderful tech.
Hey, thank you. Also, what happened here?
Oh, my.
Just wanted to
jump
see a
at
little
it
bit more
again.
of Rocky Meridia, enjoy the sights and the sounds. You know.
Oh my
So I'm
gosh.
going to spoil a minor thing here that could happen sometimes if potentially if we weren't going to talk about it, but a not so uncommon thing that happens sometimes in GT Classic runs is people skip Fantoon just because it's so often at this point of an any percent run or other categories you would just head right to Torian right now. And that's called G3. It's like a funny, stupid name instead of calling the room G4, which the statue room is 4 statues, one for each boss. But in
Right.
that case, you'll have skipped a boss, so we call it G3. But anyway, I'm saying a little bit early here because, yeah,
I appreciate
if we were
that.
to forget about Fantoon, we would be going left here and not
That's
right.
right. And instead, Ryan's going right, which is the correct direction to go face Fantoon.
Right.
So
He's going right because that's all that's left.
excellent job,
God,
That's
Ryan.
right.
No G3. I love the combination of the speed booster with space jump. It's just is so elegant. Samus is so fast with it.
Same here.
True. Ryan is also so fast with it.
100%.
In other categories like any percent or 100%, a somewhat new-ish thing that people are doing is killing Fantoon in one cycle, like one round of the Fantoon fight. However,
so close.
that has been a thing actually for a long time in GT Classic, thanks to the X-ray beam or X-ray item. So we should be seeing a one round here.
We should. And Fantoon can still have a fast, a mid, or a slow pattern opening, but if Ryan executes this microwave beam, we shouldn't be seeing any other pattern. It's not going to be a fast.
2 practice runs, I got fast both times. So
Not gonna be
Oh,
I guess he's getting revenge.
so slow. That's okay. It gives Ryan more time to tee this up.
Nice.
On-screen kill. Beautiful job.
Nice.
So yeah, that was a one round kill. The pattern was slow.
Yeah, I forgot what the time difference is between fast and slow.
Ooh, that's an excellent question.
Oh, I
I
forgot.
mean, if I had to go just by
Somewhere
feel, I'd say
between
like
1 and 100 seconds.
yeah. I would have said like 10 to 12 seconds if you asked just on how long it felt.
Hey,
It's nice that I got a lot of
1 to
health drops, too.
100.
True. You are
Um,
technically correct.
Oh my
You're just
god.
not winning on Price is Right rules.
Oh, 100%.
Right?
Definitely not doing that.
Had since I was full on missiles after the fight, then I got like way more health drops than you would expect to.
Oh, I like this backup, Ryan. Just go to the ocean floor.
Yeah, I bonked the door when I was trying to space boost out of it again. So the
Okay,
ocean's the backup.
Still got one more incredible space boost ahead of you here going back into the parlor.
Yep.
This is probably my favorite one.
No kill cam. I'm looking at chat out of context sometimes.
Yeah, chat's been talking
Here we
about
go.
the nice. Chat's been talking about the GT Classic max percent category, where you end up with a save file that has way too many items on it.
The 100%. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, I plan to learn it eventually because community has had multi-category tournaments, and they had one kind of recently where there was 7 different categories, and I commentated a lot of matches without running most of the categories, so
Nice.
I want to learn them now. Which I guess I kind of know 4 out of 7 now with any percent, hundo, this, and I learned low percent ice due to commentating the race at SGDQ between Oats and Eddie.
True.
Oh my gosh, my lights flickered and stuff, so hopefully.
Okay, let's just get this run done quick, Ryan.
yeah.
We got
Yep.
this. We're at
Fingers
the
and
very
toes are
end.
crossed, Ryan.
Okay.
Yeah, if you saw my camera like flicker too, then yeah, the lights in here flickered. So hopefully everything holds up. Goodness.
It's been a
So, yeah.
wonderful run so far.
It should have
Ryan.
happened during Fantune and at no other time. That would have been the most thematically appropriate.
Oh my gosh.
Right as it's about to show the slow too. Then
Producer
What
using
an immersive experience.
producer putting
Even
up
in
the close call
1994.
on the omnibar on the run timer. Does a brownout also count as a close call? I guess it's whether you have the console plugged into power or into a power strip or not.
Oh my gosh.
oh my gosh,
Oh, Metroid, what you doing down there?
missed the freeze. So I don't think I can show the cool strat because I don't have enough speed. But exiting that route.
Nothing wrong with grouping them.
errors. That's okay.
Yeah,
one
Torian
cool-
is notoriously hard to optimize.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, the Metroid's
A nice benefit of this category versus some others, like potentially any percent, is that item management is just much less of a problem here. You have so much ammo that there's kind of no way that the game can short you on supers. So yeah, we were able to kind of just blast away on Metroids there without worry. But yeah, some other categories do sometimes just literally lose or soft lock in Torian,
Yep.
but not GT Classic.
Oh my gosh, when I was making practice saves today before getting ready for this, oh no, that's bad. I got 2 super missile drops in total from all of the Metroids. I was like, what? Even the ones that I skipped didn't drop
skip
in.
Ryan.
Nice.
Alright, anyways.
It's unbelievable.
You were talking at the start of that, and I was like, uh-oh. But that was awesome.
Oh, sucks I took damage though, so can't do the pauseless mother brain strat.
Pauseless schmauseless, Ryan. You got Stashio skipping a run, live run. That's incredible.
Right?
Oh, I love this. Second row Zeb skip using spring ball.
Oh, nice.
Blink and you miss it.
Alright. That entry was a little sus, but it's fine.
Nice.
To bring
All
one
right.
down. This fight, just like Ridley, this is 20 shots. 14, is it, Charles, to get to the catch-up phase?
I never remember with Plasma if it's 14 or 16.
Now that you said 16, it might be 16. I don't know. Someone in chat will tell us.
Yeah.
I should know, but
I think it's 16,
remember.
but
I think you're right.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
Hey Ryan, you want to keep track of how many beams it is here? You know what? Don't worry about it. Just keep doing your thing.
Yeah,
Oh,
just
yeah.
keep doing it.
So it's after 15 beams, we'll shoot the catch-up and need 20.
oh,
Different.
jeez.
I almost made that joke earlier.
Oh my gosh.
Are you going to be going for stand-up glitch?
Right, I forgot. Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
Is this
I
The
think this
save of the century.
Short answer,
might
maybe.
not work, actually. I might have killed the run, but we'll see though.
No. Oh.
Yeah, no.
Oh.
So there's a chance I might die
okay,
to
okay.
this. We'll see though.
Oh gosh.
Okay. Phew.
Phew.
There's a kind of a funny combination of events that just happened, sort of, but to explain the thing that could have potentially ended the run just now. So if you end this fight over 100 health, Mother Brain will start blasting you to bring you below 100 health. However, there is like a small chance that Mother Brain will just so happen to miraculously combo that damage into actually killing you. It's very unfortunate. I haven't seen it very often, but it's very weird to die in a situation where the game is very specifically not intending to kill you, but it happens.
Yeah, much like Toriel and Undertale. If you play just so, you can get killed.
Oh my
this
gosh.
is awesome.
I forgot that I took the damage like before baby
Okay.
skip, so so I was like, oh yeah, I'm not full health, so I completely forgot to use the tank before.
And Hockey, did you want to talk about stand-up glitch? Or, I mean, I guess it's already almost over now, but
Yeah, I have nothing intelligent to say about stand-up glitch or two cries or any of that esoteric stuff.
Well, basically, there was an opportunity here at this point. So it's now over with, but during that cutscene event, there was an opportunity where if we utilize our health a little bit better, or I don't know, it's hard to keep all this stuff in your head, so it's totally understandable. But you can actually fight Mother Brain during that cutscene. You have control over Samus when you're not supposed to. So then this fight just now, where Samus had the rainbow beam, it would dramatically shorten that part of the fight. But it's all good. Stand-up glitch actually has a few weird things about it where you can soft lock. So in a sense, we like dodged potential doom by doing it this way.
We did it for marathon safety, right?
Yeah.
We're already on the escape. Ryan, Charles, this has been incredible.
Yeah.
Ryan just putting on a wonderful showcase here. Only a couple rooms to go. Going to be able to show off that shine spark again here, and also back through the old escape room.
Oh,
my
nice.
gosh.
Okay.
I just remembered, about the soft lock during the finals of the tournament.
Oh my God! Seriously?
That's crazy.
So if it happened to the best runner in this category, then it can happen to anybody.
At that point, you just
Wait, did it
stand up
happen
and
to Joe's?
salute at your monitor because you know the other player won.
Holy. Yeah.
Wow!
And
Wonderful
he didn't
behemoth spark
lose.
there up the climb. Really nice, tight wall jumps up the parlor, Ryan. That's fantastic.
Do I go back for the animals?
Nope.
Not at this point.
Yeah, there weren't any donations, so I forgot to say that time was coming up on the ship
GG.
also.
Oh, good.
GG.
Thanks to the
GGs.
GGs, boys.
Terrific, Ryan. Wonderful stuff.
Yeah, man. It was a pleasure chilling with all y'all too. It definitely made it so much easier for me to run rather than me self-rambling and all that, self-commentating.
Yeah, Ryan would prefer that we do the rambling, Charles, instead of him. So
I mean, trying to do both at once does make doing the video game part harder. So
oh, totally.
100%. So I just saw that the poll ended with save, but
no,
it ended after I finished the run. So.
And it also specifically said this is not reflected in what you'll see in the run.
Oh, nice.
The casual view speed running, the speed running viewing audience says save, but the runner says nah, nobody got time for that.
Said absolutely not.
So it goes.
Oh my gosh.
Sure. Well, yeah, I mostly stream also here on Twitch, almost always Super Metroid speedruns as well. So just twitch.tv/smcharles. Any percent's my main thing, basically always Super Metroid. So thank you so much for inviting me, Ryan. This was a lot of fun.
Yo. Yeah, I appreciate finally being able to get you on some comms, because since the time zone difference before.
Right. I kind of made an international move somewhat recently, so
dang.
it's much easier now for me to do these sorts of things. So yeah, so thank you for the invite.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Which, I guess you'll be back for the run on the 27th as well with Zost on comms. So
Awesome.
Let's go.
Oh, that's awesome. Looking forward to watching that one.
Yep.
And Hockey Towner, how about yourself?
I rarely stream anymore, but occasionally I do. You can find me at twitch.tv/thehockeytowner, mostly just variety. Maybe it's time to do my once per year run of Super Metroid any percent. We'll see. Gotta get that 1 hour 5 minute time down to 1 hour and 4 minutes. Maybe 4:30. But it's always a pleasure to be able to step into the comms role for this game. And thank you, Ryan. It's been awesome that you always look to tap me on the shoulder. And Charles, great to be reunited with you doing commentary together. It was awesome.
Yeah, thanks again, Ryan, for inviting us. And it's crazy being on the other side of things now. I think the first time I saw Super Metroid, like being speedrun, it was probably at a GDQ, and now here I am doing commentary. So really crazy.
Yeah,
I was kind of tempted to go for the Yahtzee just for hockey, honestly.
Oh my God.
Even though we don't do it in this category, but
yeah.
I thought about it a little.
Thank you for thinking of that.
Very, very good. Yeah. And Ryan, you said it up front, but let the people know where else they can see this run in the near future.
Yeah, so on the 27th, I'll be running here on this channel yet again for speeding through the holidays, and then AGDQ as well on January 8th, so the Thursday of the event. So yeah, definitely stay tuned to catch me on those.
Very, very cool. It's going to be a great time, as was this. Thank you to all of you for being here. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, two of us will still be here, and we'll be playing another classic game. It's going to be Ryan Ford with Super Mario 64 16 Star. Take a quick break. Be good to yourselves.
It's me, Mario.
Welcome back to the Games Done Quick Hotfix, and welcome back to Out of the Box. My name is T-Tree. Hope you've been enjoying this speeding through the holidays and Back to Black speedrun showcase and a little bit of a sneak preview. We've seen some modern classics with Rayman Legends earlier, and some throwback all-time classic with Super Metroid just now. And of course, the same runner is here to show us another all-time classic, a run that continues to develop even in the year 2025. This is going to be a 16-star, the quintessential Super Mario 64 run with Ryan Ford. Let's go.
All right, welcome back, y'all. So I'll try to keep it brief. Yeah, so I'm Ryan Ford yet again, and this time with two new commentators. So I'll pass it off to y'all.
Hello. I'm GTM. I'm also a 16-star runner, so I'm pretty excited for this little run we have here tonight.
Hey, I'm Beav, and I'm also a Mario 64 speedrunner. Not necessarily a 16-star speedrunner, I'm more of a 120-star speedrunner, but I've done 16 in the past, so.
And I guess you know most of the stars anyway. Maybe not the new strats I'm about to do, but we'll see.
They are consistent.
All right, so
Movement is important.
all right, so yeah, give me a moment. Yeah. Flip a coin again, just like last run. All right, GTM, gonna count me down.
All right, reset on go. 3, 2, 1, go.
All right.
Good luck.
Thank you.
It's me, Mario.
I bet that's a
normally
troll.
we
The
start
happy
timer
birthday.
on reset of the console. It's not typically what you normally see in a speedrun, but that's just been the standard since the beginning of, well, I guess the beginning of Mario 64. We kind of want to try and keep it that way, but Ryan's going to be playing on the Japanese version for 16-star, which is a little bit faster than the US version because the intro is actually shorter than the US version, so that's where the time saving is. And there's a few text boxes here and there, but it's mostly the intro for 16-star.
That makes sense.
And Mips, the rabbit running
Oh
faster.
yeah, Mips, yeah.
Yeah, I thought the penguin in CCM also, but I could be wrong about that.
don't think
I think it's
so.
actually slower on JP than US, I believe.
Because of the weird spawn, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, what
First
the heck
trick
happened here?
coming up, Lactee skip. Mario inspecting the ground. Got to make sure it's real grass.
Oh, unfortunately, missing the Lactoo skip. So you can skip the bridge here if you like long jump on the edge of the bridge here. You can do it on either side, but it saves about like 8 seconds if you were to hit it. So you don't talk to Lactoo
Yeah.
for a cutscene. So here, normally, if you would see like a high-level speedrunner doing 16-star, they do something here called LBLJ, lobby backwards long jump. But Brian's going to do the no LBLJ route, which is definitely slower. It's about like a minute slower than regular LBLJ, but this is definitely more like the beginner like kind of route that most runners do when they first start.
Yeah, certainly fitting for out of the box, which, you know, a route like this you can certainly do out of the box, just boot up the game.
Yeah, definitely. And Ryan hitting bomb clip, very nice. First try,
very nice.
Bomb not blowing up in his face, really good.
Yep. Yeah, with what was I gonna say? Yeah, and I'm like relatively a newer runner too. Like I did my first run on Christmas last year, so getting close to
less than a year ago.
Yeah, so spent
Cool.
collectively
So
about a month early in the year grinding this, so it's pretty cool.
Nice. So yeah, Ryan's only gonna grab 1 star in BOB, which is the first stage that you go to, and then we're gonna get the almost all the stars here except 100 coin and red coins. So we're gonna get a lot of stars here in Womps. Ryan's gonna go for the infamous trick here called Cannonless, doing sock folder setup. Let's see if he gets it. Oh, fortunately missing it. Perhaps not in a down notch. You need like a perfect down notch when you grab the bridge and reset the camera to grab the star there. It's named Sock Folder because the person who came up with the setup is named Sock Folder, and he's made numerous setups in multiple games, not just Mario.
The GOAT.
I need to do the laundry today. I just remembered.
Was it because of socks getting mentioned?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna just re-grab the ledge one more time just to make sure.
Ooh. Okay.
Nice.
When you get Cannonless on your second try, that's a regrab.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, something I learned
make sure the socks are
recently
folded.
when I was looking at my input display when doing Cannonless, like sometimes when I'm trying to hold straight down, it'll like wiggle between like down and like slightly like left. And I was like, oh, uh-oh. I don't know if that's me or...
You kind of like second guess yourself sometimes when you like do Cannonless. It's like, oh, am I in the notch? I don't know. So when Ryan did miss Cannonless, he went for a backup star called Shoot Into the Wild Blue. I think you're supposed to use the cannon to get up to that star, but you can just do a side flip wall kick to get up there. It's pretty trivial. I'd say it's probably the easiest star in the whole 16-star category.
Yeah. I was trying to think of something easier too, like quickly racking my brain, but no, I think you're right, actually.
Yeah. And then you pound the womp 3 times there. You can ground pound through the womp. For some reason, Mario becomes like intangible when you ground pound, so you can just do it through the womp as he's falling down. So
Gotta back this up, I guess.
Oh, missing the triple jump there, but no big deal. You can do a little backup here. The tower here creates a lot of lag on the N64. N64 is not a powerful console, it being from 1996. So the game kind of struggles when it has the tower loaded, which is why we do it last. Well, I would say last, but Ryan is going to do Owl Full. Normally you see in top level speedruns, you'd see Owlless. But in reality, Owlless doesn't really save too much time. I'd say probably saves like 5 to 6 seconds, maybe.
Yep. Yeah, especially if you're doing like double jump Owlless. I normally go for the triple jump one, and yeah, like recently I started bailing on doing Owlless because I was resetting.
It's not even like super necessary for beginners. I'd say if you're gonna do LBLJ, you might as well start doing Owlless. So.
Oh my gosh, all this sus movement over here.
When you get a chance, and if now's not the right time, I understand, but we had a question from chat. Why 16 stars was the number? This will let you get a little bit into the history, because I agree with them that in a vacuum, it seems like an arbitrary number.
It's less than 17.
Yeah, so...
Okay, anyway.
So originally, base game minimum star requirement is 70 stars. It lets you not skip past, but literally just legally pass through the 70 star door, beat the rest of the game. And then, the discovery of the BLJ, that requirement gets lowered to 31 stars. And then, through further developments, the discovery of the trick known as MIPS clip, which this category revolves around, you are able to beat the game with 16 stars. And for quite a while, that was known as the fastest way to beat the game. Eventually, other tricks like SBLJ were discovered to beat the game with 1 star and then 0 stars, but this category remains a sort of like a legacy any percent on top of being a pretty easy entry category for beginners. I think it's also worth noting that
Yeah, because we got down to 16 in 2004.
It's really funny because it was definitely around 2004. It's really funny you mentioned 2004 because today's my birthday and that's when I was born.
Oh, really? It is your birthday? Oh my gosh!
Yeah, it's my birthday.
Yeah, Ryan said
happy birthday to GTM in the chat.
They were like, I think that's a troll.
I thought that was a troll in the chat.
No, it's not. I'll pull out my birth certificate.
You're alive.
But getting back to the whole category name thing, it's mostly just like the restrictions that create the speedrun that determine the category name. Not like you have to get this amount of stars and then beat the game. It just happens that that's your star count that lets you beat the game with set restrictions.
And it lets you use, like you described, the MIPS clip, some of the classic tricks, the stuff that the community enjoys doing as part of a speedrun, which is why it's such an enduring category.
Yeah, well, I was about to mention SBLJ is like unnecessarily hard for no reason. So a lot of people will gravitate towards 16 because it's like the easier category. Even though you're learning more stars, SBLJ is just one of those tricks that's like extremely difficult. So
okay, I'm going this way because I think I was gonna maybe die. Oh, what is happening here?
Yeah, Dark World Red's very tough star. You make one false move and you're falling down in that pit. So Ryan's just making extra sure that he doesn't fall all the way down. But he was on pace to get like a Shikiru cycle, which is a cycle named after one of the early Japanese proficient runners who were coming up with routes in this game, and unfortunately got burned on the way to the carousel. So the rest of it was pretty good.
Right,
whoa!
Oh, and the Bowser dance.
Oh, Bowser dance. 1 in 10 chance that Bowser does that animation.
Wow, that's 2 runs in a row
imagine?
that I've gotten to Bowser dance. But
Yeah, it's actually faster when Bowser dances because he's actually just closer to the bomb. He doesn't walk towards you, so you save a few frames.
On a quick controller swap back, Brian does use a Hori pad for Bowser throws. This is more consistent for him.
Yeah, Hori mini pad. It's got like a GameCube style stick.
Yep.
It's like as if if an N64 and a GameCube controller had a baby. Essentially what it is.
pretty much because it's small too.
Yeah, it's a small controller.
True, yeah.
Or like Fusion Dance or something.
Someone at Hori peered into the future and vaguely caught a glimpse of what would become the GameCube many years earlier.
Yeah,
True.
essentially.
It's just way easier on the hands too, because like when I first learned this run, I was murdering my left thumb with the N64 stick doing throws.
Yeah, it's rough spinning fast on an original controller.
Yeah, it hurts your soul to spin on an OEM.
Am I even gonna make this now?
There's a reason
I think if you hold
Nintendo
A, oh, you're good.
There's a reason Nintendo had to give out gloves when people did spinning in the mini games in Mario Party.
Yep.
There's a Talon star is what we call it. You just bounce on that fly guy and twirl into him. You just grab the star that way. It's a really cool looking star.
Barely around 2 decades ago.
Don't look at that. We don't need Osborne to remind us of our age.
Yeah, I'm about to crumble to dust if I mention my age.
Yep.
There's Shining Top of the Pyramid. That's a pretty simple star too, but when I taught people how to play this game, I find a lot of beginner players actually have trouble with that star. So
I died in my 70-star PB on that star.
Jeez.
I slid all the way back
be a little
down
tricky.
somehow. I was like, no way.
The difficulty definitely sneaks up on you at times.
Yeah.
Nice. Clean reds.
Yeah, Ryan doing LLL Reds or Lethal Lava Land Reds. It's the only star he's going to get here in the no LBLJ route. He's got to go right to HMC right after this.
Mm-hmm.
I do believe you can do side hop. That saves a little bit of time over another star, but side hop's a little difficult. So
Impossible.
So Toad spawning at 12 stars now, so we just get a quick star before entering. Fun fact, the Japanese runners actually call just interacting with Toad for a star. They either call it extortion or robbery, because that's how they interpret the whole
It's
thing.
actually really funny.
Yeah.
They always have funny names for stuff in communities. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
they name a lot of their tricks after just like Pokemon, which is interesting.
Yeah, isn't swimming beast in the cavern? Don't they call that like Lapras or something?
I think so,
Sounds right.
yeah.
I mean, what
Yeah,
else?
yeah.
If you came up with a
That's
different
goated.
Pokemon, I'd be concerned for you.
I mean, Dory, the big blue dinosaur in the water, just, it makes sense.
Yeah. Or they call like DDD 100 Lapras. They call something Lapras. I know that.
No, I think they have another Pokemon name for the Fin triple jump in DDD 100.
Okay.
Anyway, these rocks here, RNG, random movements, they can definitely trip you up.
Yeah, the first boulder has like a 1 in 3 chance of it actually going towards you, and it can kind of mess up your movement and makes you lose time. So unfortunate, bad RNG on that star, but you got the Bowser dance earlier and makes up for it. So
You're right.
Yeah.
all right, with 15 stars
So-
now, that spawns Mips the rabbit, and
Yep.
here we're not gonna grab Mips star. Nice grab, that was good.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. So yeah, we're not gonna grab the star here. We're gonna clip through the wall here, and then we're gonna clip through the 30 star door right after that. And then the 16th star will be the DDD sub, which we'll do right after this. So,
All right, let me redo this.
Try the moment the shadow disappears, or like a frame after.
All right, we'll do. There you go. I think. Never mind.
Darn.
All right.
yeah, as soon as the shadow disappears, you want to press Z.
So the main thing with how this trick works is basically, Mips is a little bit of an object, as you can see here.
There you go.
Yeah, that's good.
All right.
And
Thank you, boys.
because Mario's holding an object and he's kind of inside the door, it kind of just pushes him onto the other side of the door.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
These things
And-
can't be in the same place as the door right now. What do we do about this?
Yeah, so it's like it kind of gives Mario like a little bit of a momentum boost and just phases him through.
30 star door is the easy one, and I almost just killed the run to it. Holy moly.
Yeah, it acts like the other door, except it you just get pushed forward, so it's a little easier, and you don't have to bring Mips.
Really, really nice thing about highlighting 16 star on out of the box especially is that even with less complicated tricks, you're able to see the movement for what it is and just really emphasize the fact that tricks save seconds and movement saves minutes.
Yep. Easy to digest, which is really cool.
Yeah, for sure.
Ryan's holding C left there to lag reduction to prevent the sub from being in frame. DDD has a lot of lag, and we can kind of turn the camera so we don't look in the field of vision with the sub, so that way we can just like move forward and not have the game lag a bunch. So saves quite more time than you think. All right, with 16 stars here, we're gonna do Fire Sea, no reds.
Impossible star. Impossible level.
All right, there's a question in chat that I actually know the answer to, so I'm going to take this one. This is asking about the origin of the name MIPS, which is indeed the instruction set for the N64, the microprocessor without interlocked pipeline stages. It's the architecture of the N64 CPU.
Careful.
Almost got bullied there off the ledge.
I know, right? Oh, what is happening here? Sheesh. Having these side flips and stuff. All right, so that was really slow, but okay, gonna try and live at least.
Careful.
Yeah, grab those coins. There you go. Oh, how did you not get burned there? Oh my god.
Oh my goodness. Well,
All right, didn't die. That's good.
We take those.
Zane cycle in chat. Zane referring to the current #1 player in the world of Super Smash
Bros.
Brothers Melee, Zane Nogmi, who ran 16 star a bit earlier this year.
Oh, the tail storage. Ryan making this star look better than me.
Yeah, so the little tail storage there was basically like if you interact within a certain zone of Bowser's tail hitbox and then Bowser's facing a certain like direction, there's a couple of different directions that you can face, and you're also facing that same direction, like away, you can press B, and even though you're not near Bowser's tail, it teleports him to you.
Yeah, so it's able to do like a, was that like a 7/8 spin or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, with that,
now-
16 stars. We're heading up to the upstairs portion. We're going to skip the entirety of the upstairs with a backwards long jump past the 50-star door. It's my favorite trick ever.
Mine too.
Yeah.
Not mine.
So fun. Oh, Ryan, it's
Nice, first try.
one try.
Oh
We
my
got
gosh.
round 2 here on the BLJ.
This
On the
movement was
endless staircase. This one's a little easier. You don't have to reset it up every time.
yeah, fortunately. Oh.
Almost. Little thing that I feel like goes a little underappreciated is that the camera, while subtle in this section, does actually impact a lot about how well you do this trick.
Well, I'm in.
Yep, he's in, and now we are in the final Bowser stage. Bowser in the sky. Just this stage and 3 Bowser throws separates Ryan from completing the run with only 16 stars.
Yeah, almost there.
This is a very fun stage to practice. It's no reds.
Oh my gosh, I spent a lot of time like grinding out this level, but
I believe it. Like just
It's a great stage.
The obstacle of learning Mario's movement. There's no better way to test yourself on the Bowser stages, especially.
Oh,
in
the
sky.
moving left.
Very nice.
And on top of that, it's like this just another test of skill and movement. Tricks
Yeah.
like that.
Ryan's making this game look easy. That is not easy to do at all.
yeah, thanks to whoops, where am I going? Thanks to Armada teaching me that actually.
Oh, nice.
Armada the goat.
All right, and 3 throws remain.
Oh my gosh.
Little bump for good luck.
One throw.
Two throws.
Quick grabs.
3. Wow,
Nice.
very good ending. That was awesome.
3 for 3.
Hey, thank you. Oh, my speed is not good here. It's okay.
Yeah, you can do like speed preservation when you talk to Bowser there. Get ready with the
Time
timer, by the
stop
way.
on the
Time.
big star grab.
Yep. Jeez.
GG's.
GG's.
Hey, thank y'all. Oh, Bits went pretty well outside of the beginning.
Yeah, you finished very
Yeah,
strong.
no, definitely. The bits was good. The only mishaps was like missing Canonless and then like missing Lactu skip.
Yeah.
Those were, like the only 2 like major errors.
And Fire
Comfortably sub-20 on that one. Very, very nice.
But hey, yeah, this game is pretty technically demanding and very unforgiving sometimes.
Yep. So having
Depending
a
on the
20-minute
strikes.
version of the run is a nice bite-sized way. Like you could focus in for that long and then just breathe out afterwards.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, sub 20? No, shoot. I don't have a
Yeah.
timer, so I actually had no idea what my time was.
Yeah, very nice.
For
About a
both runs.
1931.
Okay, that's chill. Yeah, my
Sub
PB
20.
is 17:56, so like a minute and a half off, roughly. But yeah, but yeah, so so I wanted to say, thank you so much, guys, again for chatting it up for this run. So able to help me focus. This is actually the best I've done for a run for an event. Because every other one I've actually self-commentated, so
True.
it's harder to play.
And the console didn't reset itself, so that helps.
Well, yeah, and the console didn't freeze like on Sunday for a different marathon, so that helps.
Oh man, that's rough.
Yeah.
Yeah, right as I got into Final Bowser, it froze, so I had to do the BLJs and bits again. So.
Finished it within 60 seconds of estimate, notwithstanding. So
Yep.
All right, let's
But
take it
yeah.
around the horn one more time. Let's end with you, Ryan. GTM,
Okay, sure.
where can people find you?
Twitch.tv/GTM__, 2 underscores, don't forget it. I'm also a 16 runner. Been doing runs like pretty much every day, every other day. And I'm trying to get to 10,000 followers on Twitch before the end of the year.
Right on.
It's also my birthday today.
Yeah,
happy
please,
birthday.
one more happy birthday in the
Well, yeah,
chat
yet
for
again,
GTM.
happy birthday.
Right? Thank you for joining us on your birthday. That's not the first time this has happened on this show. It's weird that it's happened twice by now. All right. Beeve, how about yourself?
So I haven't really been streaming super much on Twitch lately. I just got a full-time job, so it's just been hard to juggle everything. But you can find me on twitch.tv/Beeve. And right now I'm doing practice in the background to grind for a 136 and 120 star. So that's my goal right now.
Awesome. And Ryan.
Yeah, and also that goated run at SGDQ, so for 120 star.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, which GTM was on couch for that too. So
It's true, yeah. It was a lot of fun.
it's cool to have that crew back actually for this run. And if it's a smaller scale thing, but much appreciated anyway.
Oh, yeah. Always a good time. But Ryan,
Thanks for having
the
us on.
floor is yours now. Tell the people what you got going on. We've done it once or twice, but anything else you want to talk about? Any other plans you've got going on for your own streaming or just prep for events?
Yeah, sure. Actually, the first thing I saw Baz mentioning about the self-commentary in Melee when I
True.
used to go up to Montreal and kind of farm the weeklies out there. Then
Nice.
back when Kage used to be active, then yeah, the Ganon player. But anyway,
Oh, yeah.
but yeah, so my streams on Ryan_Ford522, which I used to be a pretty known like Smash Bros Melee player, but pretty much been mostly inactive since COVID happened, but got more into speedrunning thanks to that. And oh my gosh, I've learned like 16 games at this point. for
It turns out
speedruns,
he's really, really good at that too. Who would have thought?
working on it. And as I'm on backup for with this game, I'm on backup for speeding through the holidays. So the Black and Fast show that a T3 mentioned. But I will be running Super Metroid GT Classic for that, and Mario Tennis Game Boy Color.
Heck
And then
yeah.
maybe this for backup, who knows?
No, I love joining you for that. Like as you were first like getting into trying the run, and you were like 3 runs in and just took world record casually. I love telling people that story.
I learned it during the flight to SGDQ also.
Hell
It's like
yeah.
pretty recent. And yeah, I'll also be running GT Classic for a GDQ, so on Thursday evening. So hopefully y'all can catch that. And I'll also be doing TTM Reds for the 70-star relay.
Awesome.
Yeah. Is
Which,
there anybody else want to shout out their star while we're at it for the 70-star relay?
I won't be in it, unfortunately.
I won't be there either, unfortunately, as well.
Oh, dang. Yeah, you were
I
talking
wish.
about.
I mean, I'll be at the
Rolling Rocks
event,
being
just-
your favorite, but
Maybe next time or something.
true.
Right? When the 120 relay happens.
Oh, jeez. We have had that happen at, we've done that at another event called Pace. We actually did a 120 relay. It was actually crazy. 120 individual people have all done a star.
There you
That's
go.
so sick.
We're gonna have to start doing the multi-game marathons for GDQ. So actually, you attend the GDQ at which that happens, and participation in the 1602 is mandatory. Everyone has to get involved. All right. Well, thank you
Right.
so much to all 3 of you for being here with us, and all of you out there for watching. My name is T3. This has been Out of the Box, but this is not the end of the Games Done Quick broadcast evening. Come